Join Wyndham Rewards, the most generous hotel rewards program for everyone.
There's a unicorn in Hollywood.
The lineup we know is incredibly deep. These guys are not satisfied. They are still hungry.
I got them running the National League.
I think this is the first of like 4 or 5 straight world championships.
This is just an incredible wealth of riches.
What if there was a cover that transformed your bed, so you could sleep as if hot nights never existed? The Pod brings the power of the Arctic.
What is up, motherfuckers and party people?
And heats with precision, adding dual zone temperature control to any mattress. Just set it.
How the hell is everybody doing?
Never wake up too hot or too cold again. Plus, it even tracks
Why is it doing that?
metrics, all without
Why is it doing that?
Now this is cool.
Not supposed to be doing that.
At 8sleep.com.
Maybe it'll stop doing that in just a second. Maybe it'll keep doing that for the rest of the stream.
You could pay thousands. Finding a good contractor can be tough. What this guy doing?
How the hell's everybody doing today? Today we have the series finale against the Cincinnati Reds.
Get a plan from HomeServe before.
We streamed game 1. We started streaming game 2. And then rain delay. About an hour later, they ended up suspending the game. So, the rest of the game was finished today at 2:30. Wasn't able to stream it. But the Red Sox won. That's good. We lost the lead, too, so I thought we weren't going to win, and then we got it back.
Citizens, make sense of your money with Citizens. The Red Sox will play their second
Won
game
5-3.
tonight.
But unfortunately, that does not count towards my win record on the stream.
Aroldis Chapman with the 350th save of his career. So the Red Sox can sweep the Cincinnati Reds tonight here in the series finale. Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Dave O'Brien, my partner, Sweet Lou Merloni, and also Jemai Webster in just a couple of moments. The heart of the Red Sox order, Lou, is looking like a heart of an order as of late.
Yeah, and you're getting over that shock, right, of the Rafi Devers trade. And on the road trip, you're sort of wondering where was this offense going to come from? And they struggled scoring runs. But when you look at the last 4 games, you're talking about guys like Abraham Toro hitting second, Carlos Narvaez hitting third, and of course Abreu hitting fourth. Look at the production you're getting.
But how the hell's everyone doing today? Today,
and you needed it, right? You need everybody.
I don't even know who's starting for the Red Sox, because Brian Bayo pitched the rest of the suspended game, and then he was supposed to pitch tonight. Oh, Brennan Bernardino's getting ready to. So it's going to be like an opener situation. That's interesting. So starting pitcher for the Cincinnati Reds is Nick Martinez. He has a 4.12 ERA in 18 games played, has 69 strikeouts and 94 innings pitched. He also had a no-hitter going into the 9th inning during his last start on Saturday. Ended up giving up that no-hitter. Didn't end up completing it. But he had a really good time his last time out. Starting pitcher for the Boston Red Sox. It's going to be an opener situation, so probably won't pitch more than, inning or 2, maybe 3. But Brendan Bernardino, he has a 4.26 ERA in 31 and 2/3 innings pitched this year. Has 37 games played and 26 strikeouts. Starting lineup for the Cincinnati Reds, TJ Friedl leads off in center field. Matt McLain bats second at shortstop. Ellie De La Cruz bats third at DH. Austin Hayes bats fourth in left field. Tyler Stevenson bats fifth at catcher. Reese Hines bats sixth in right field. Gavin Lux bats seventh at second base. Christian Encarnacion bats 8th at first base, and Santiago Espinal bats 9th at third base. Oh yeah, the Slurpee car is awesome. Yeah, I saw that. For the Red Sox, Jarren Duran leads off in left field. Roman Anthony bats second in right field. Abraham Toro bats third at third base. Trevor Story bats fourth at shortstop. Willie Abreu bats fifth at DH. Ceddanne Rafaela bats sixth at center field. Marcelo Meyer bats seventh at second base. Romy Gonzalez bats 8th at first base, and Connor Wong bats 9th at catcher.
Your adventure begins with Arturo Tires. Discover the full Arturo family of tires at Arturo.com.
Red Sox Baseball on NESN is brought to you by Citizens. Make sense of your money with Citizens. By Audi. Visit your local tri-state Audi dealer.
Are we really doing this again?
WB Mason, request your food service.
The throwback game thing.
WBMason.com.
I hated that we did that last night. Everybody loved it, but I did not. I wanted to just watch the game, not some silly shit.
Visit buyatoyota.com. We continue our celebration of the 75 Red Sox. Louis Tiant in the World Series that year. 2 complete games. He was magnificent. Jemai Webster had a chance to chat with his bride, Maria, before tonight's game.
That's right, Dave. What a treat as we honored the 1975 team on opening day. And again, here this series, one of the most notable absences has been Louis Tiant, who died at 83 years old in October. Now, he had an impossible personality or void to fill because of his personality. And you talk about the aura that he had as well. It's been fantastic. With the Red Sox doing their job, honoring him here tonight with the replica jersey. And I talked with Maria, who says it's so special that the Red Sox are doing this, and it means a lot to their family.
Thankful, to be here, to be around everybody, with this in this park, with all the fans, I think this is a great place for baseball because, the fans have really loved the Red Sox. I see sometimes when they go on the slump, they go losing, and they keep coming, So that's a good experience, a good thing to see everybody here, And we really love to be around here. My husband loved the Red Sox. He don't want to leave the Red Sox all the time here, he don't feel good. He say, I go. We tell him, no, come to the park. No, I had to go. So he come to the last game of the last year series, That he was here for the 3 last games. So, like I say, he say goodbye to Fenway the day the season is over. So, it's incredible that my husband passed away the way he was,
Yes, indeed. And as she mentioned, even when ailing, he had to come to the ballpark because he just loved the Red Sox. He would love a sweep here of Cincinnati here tonight. Brennan Bernardino on the hill.
Hey, we're on the way to sweeping. We've already won the series. To lose the fucking finale would suck. It always feels so weird to win a series but lose the finale.
This is the legendary light beer. If this can could talk, it'd tell stories. And if you've had one, you probably got a story worth telling. Here's the 50 years of Miller Time.
Relax. We'll take care of it. Having peace of mind. That's how it feels to work with One Group, your one source for insurance, risk management, employee benefits, and HR consulting.
With Snapdragon, there's no limit to what you can do and what you can discover on the fastest PCs with multi-day battery life. Unlock your potential with Snapdragon at the heart of your PC.
There's no competition. Energizer Max outlasts Duracell Power Boost by 10%. No fluff. Just facts. Energizer Max, now powered by enhanced energy.
This is not Viagra. It's Rose Sparks. Made with 2 active ingredients instead of just 1, it dissolves under your tongue to work faster. Rose Sparks contain tadalafil, which stays active for up to 36 hours for around-the-clock results. Earn a round of applause with Rose Sparks. Connect with the provider and see if they're right for you at ro.co/OMG.
Bronson is brought to you by Nissan. Fuel your epic summer with a test drive at the Nissan Summer Sales Event. And by Plymouth Rock, the official auto and home insurance provider of the Boston Red Sox. That's Rick Burleson at work, the Rooster. 1975 in the postseason, he was swinging at 333. OPS of 845. No one ever mentioned OPS in 75.
Yeah,
Getting ready to go.
Love the Rooster up the middle. Ian Remdog too. Years later,
Yes.
as an infielder, I kind of liked, Rick Burleson. That was my guy.
Well, a lot of talk about El Tiante, the great Louis Tiant, as Bernardino takes to the hill, the starting pitcher, brought to you by BuyAToyota.com, as he appears in his 38th game. It's his first start of 2025.
First start.
So the opener.
He's being doing an opener.
Of his major
So only
league
pitch a
career.
few innings, maybe only
Here's the
one.
red lineup for Terry Francona. And before the first pitch, about a half hour ago, he lost Spencer Steer, one of his top bats.
Oh.
He was hit by a pitch in game one, so he's out. Friedel will lead it off, then McLean, Cruz, and Hayes. Stevenson moving up, the catcher. Hines, Lux, Encarnacio Strand at first, and Espinal.
So Spencer Steer scratched.
The Red Sox defense presented by Bigelow T. Abraham Toro will be at third base. Trevor Story and Marcelo Meyer at second base with Romy Gonzalez at first. In the outfield left to right, it's going to be Duran, Rafaela, and Anthony with Connor Wong doing the catching.
Umpires tonight presented by M&T Bank, and that means Brian Onora behind the plate. Estabrook at first, Laz Diaz, the crew chief, at second. Edwin Jimenez at third. We're available. This telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. SAP is brought to you by Toyota Certified Used Vehicles. And a beautiful night for baseball here in the finale of the series. 83, partly cloudy. Just a little bit of sunshine in right field behind Anthony.
Well, you certainly hope Spencer Steer's hand is okay, right? You don't want a guy like that out of the lineup here for Terry Francona, but the Sox will take it here tonight. The guy was on fire. He's the reigning player of the week in the National League, and hit that two-run shot off of Bayo in the first game.
Long ago, he went 3 times in one game. That's a big
All right.
miss for them.
So we're set, and pitcher Bernardino, and off we go.
Underway on strike one.
Okay, well that did not work.
June's been different than May,
There we go.
right? In May, he had 16 appearances. He had a .71 ERA, but it seemed like it was every single day, and he was throwing the ball great.
0-2.
I wonder if it carried over into June. 10 appearances, ERA over 12. 12.38. So July's a new month, right? Get it going here.
Sox getting on a plane tonight and heading for Washington, D.C. Day off tomorrow. 2. Boy, put him away fast. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. And down goes Friedel, Hackett, one away.
Well, that's what we want to see from Bernie. First off, the sinker location, right? Get ahead with it, and then you can expand afterwards. Sometimes we see him, and the balls, and I think that played a lot into it. Maybe that usage in May, I don't know, but saw a lot of walks. 9 walks to 6 strikeouts in the month of June, but he came right out and throwing strikes.
Brings up Matt McLean, playing shortstop. And
There's Matt McLean.
9 home runs. Technically speaking, today for the Red Sox and Reds is not a doubleheader because they started today in the 4th inning.
Yeah, that's
the game
true.
Pushed back from last night because of rain. But there are 3 actual double dips in the majors today and tonight.
Still kind of feels like a doubleheader, doesn't it?
Sure does. You can call it that if you like.
I think I'd like to, because it wasn't
think I'd like
decided. I mean, it's 4th inning. Still had 6 innings to play. You play 2 games.
Just not full games. And then a bend
Game and a half.
downstairs, Curveball 2-2.
It's a 1.5 header.
That first one. Yeah, that first inning, he had some issues. Kind of weird coming in the 4th. There was an 0-2 walk and that home run by Steer, but after that, I mean, that was it. That walk and that hit in the first inning was it.
So 2-2 count to Matt
4
McLean.
strikes. Really used his fastball, sinker, and 4-seamer a ton to go with that cutter. New ball well.
You're right. He was supposed to pitch this game. That'll be in tight.
3-2,
with a
full
single
count.
91 to fill up the count. Now Score decided to move him up and pitch him earlier today, and it worked out very well. One down, base is empty. And that's going to be ball 4. So McLean works a walk in front of Elly De La Cruz. Let's go back to that last pitch, and Cora already barking at Onora on this.
Well, the one before was just missed. This one here,
tossed.
That's a good pitch. I mean, that's strike 3. See Bernie walking off the mound. Cora is telling Brian Onora that he might have missed it nicely.
That's exactly what he was doing. De La Cruz 276, 18 home runs. To this point, Red Sox have done a pretty good job on this guy.
Yeah, I'll say that in the flight out to Washington tonight.
That's probably a good idea. Over and a dive back in safely, McLean.
You know, they always say you can't argue balls and strikes. There's a line. You can give it a yell, you know. If you get his attention, you better be quiet, better not say another word, but you can let him know.
Red Sox turned a couple of double plays earlier today. That helped big time when Bayo was on the mound. This guy very tough to double up. Just getting started here in game number 2. Runner goes.
And that'll be a 2-1 count. And a stolen base attempt. He gets there. So runner advances to second.
So many times we talk about pitching and defense. So whenever we talk about a great pitching performance, as you see this jump here by McLean, he gets his 12th bag in the air. Hasn't been thrown out yet. There's always good defense behind that great pitching performance, right? Those double plays were big for Bayo. Got him out of some innings. Read them both.
Strike 2 to Elly.
Austin Hayes on deck. Red Sox have taken the first two 13-6 and 5-3. Starting to win some games at home. That tied him up big time. That curveball struck him out. Second K for the left-hander Bernardino. 2 down for Hayes. We'll dig in next.
Way in off the plate, right? This one almost kind of hit that back leg.
I think we swept the Reds last year, too. Pretty sure.
Really fooled De La Cruz on that one. And you're right, you're 9-3 in the last 12 home games. Right? You're starting to play better in this ballpark.
Hayes, good pop. He has hit 7 home runs, but he had been hurt for a while. Overall at 287. Reds with a man at second, 2 down here in the first. And the Sox opener with an 0-1 pitch. And knocked foul out of play. See how the Red Sox now are 25-19 at home. It's not the Los Angeles Dodgers, who are 31-14. Not bad, but it's been a solid improvement here in recent games. And the 0-2. Breeze blowing out to left for the monster. The left-hander's 1-2 on the way to Hayes. And he will whirl and not fire to second. Sox will be in D.C. for 3 games and then right back home. A very quick trip. Back home to take on Colorado and Tampa Bay before the All-Star break. That's how deep we are. Last 4 in the so-called first half against Tampa Bay, but we are actually well beyond the actual first half. Midway point.
Cora talking on that bullpen, getting some action.
2 inside.
Remember, you get that off day tomorrow. Game 1, it was Fitz Bayo right to Chapman.
I wonder if Chapman will be available for game 2.
So I already got a call up in the bullpen.
Thrower. Here's the 3-2.
I'm assuming this inning will be it for Bernardino, I'm assuming.
Balance, but he will get it.
Nice. So that'll be out number 3. We head to the bottom of the first inning here in a scoreless ball game.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering. Like the people who keep this country moving, doing what they do best. Helping neighbors, pitching in, and getting it done. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
Febreze. When you host, your bathroom can feel like a revolving door. Keep things fresh with Febreze Bathroom. It's an outlet-free air freshener that fights odors for 45 days. So even after every flush, you know your bathroom smells amazing. La 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 la. Febreze.
I don't know about y'all, but when it comes to working from home, I gotta have every part of my house clean. That means tidying up, then spraying my Febreze Air Mist to leave every room smelling fresh and clean. With that done, it's time to get to work.
Why'd I go to the doctor? I remember being so lightheaded I could barely stand. Good thing my crew nudged me to get checked. Turns out I have AFib, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
My heart would race just taking my son to practice.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you notice one or more of these symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
This is no time to wait.
Nice car. Still for sale?
Actually,
Perfect. How about I pay you half now, half later?
well, the thing
I'll
is
whip
that
the trailer around, blow this baby out.
With Rock at the top, Jaron Duran, then Anthony Toro at Story. Willier Abreu, the DH, Rafael at center. Marcelo Meyer at second base after playing third in game 1. And Romy Gonzalez and Connor Wong taking on the Red starting pitcher. And he can be tough. Right-hander Nick Martinez, the veteran, he's 5-8, a 4.12 ERA. Beat San Diego last Friday. He carried a no-hitter into the 9th inning.
Yeah, you know, he got roughed up early in June. They moved him out to the bullpen. He wanted to fix some mechanics, simplify some things. He also talked about needed that adrenaline back coming out of the pen. In his first start back, he was fantastic.
And Durant will take one for ball 1. Jaron in game 1. 1 for 4 today. Swinging high fly down the right field line, but foul.
That was foul. So 1-1 count to Duran.
90-mile-an-hour cutter.
The Sox have scored the first inning in both of these games, and Duran with a walk and then a double in the game 2. He's gotten on base both times, and this offense has gotten going early.
Made contact there and fouled it away, 1-2.
That's going to be the pitch right there, the changeup from Martinez. In his first outing back, out of those 2 bullpen appearances, he threw that changeup more than any pitch, and you can see the movement. It's a good one.
He's no kid. He's 34 years old. Waved at and missed with that change to put him away. 1 down.
Check out the Reds' defense. Third base will be Santiago Espinal with McLean and Lux up the middle. Christian Encarnacion Strand will be at first base. The outfield left to right will be Hayes, Friedel, and Hines, with Tyler Stevenson behind the plate.
Roman Anthony climbs in, playing right field. 212 with a homer. So Martinez with that.
Here's Roman Anthony. Now hitting up to 212.
In the 9th inning, gave up a double.
Last 5 games hitting 409.
Lost it there. First time he's ever pitched in the 9th inning. It's a starter.
It'll be grounded, and it'll be out number 1.
And he made it pretty close over there, but 2 up and 2 down.
Let's take a look at Nick Martinez's pitching arsenal. It's presented by W.B. Mason. This is from that no-hitters you mentioned. He ran that changeup up. It's a lot more than you normally would in a given night. It was changeup cutter, fastball kind of sits around 92, 93. Got a little curveball as well.
In for a strike on Abraham Toro, a 292 hitter. Instrumental in game number 1 today. Scored 2 runs. He doubled and singled. He stole a base. Oh, 2. First inning, no score. Crowd continues to file in at Fenway on a pretty night. And he'll loop that one.
Abraham Toro will get that one down for a base hit.
Just keep on falling for Abraham Toro. Another hit. This with 2 down.
This was in the 9th inning when he had that no-hitter, the double. It was on that changeup that was so dominant. We thought he got him, huh? You gotta know where you're playing. Barely at the bottom of the wall. But anyways, it broke up the no-hitter. Toro breaks it up here early tonight, and he continues to hit.
So this is the part of the order that, as of late anyway, has been getting it done. Pretty short sample. We're talking about 4 or 5 games, but 3, 4, 5 have been racking up hits, hitting home runs, driving home runs.
Yeah, Narvaez mainly been in that 4-hole, but Story in that 6-hole a lot has been productive as of late. Look at that last 10 games.
Trevor with a run-scoring double in the 8th inning. It went from 4-3 to 5-3. Nice little cushion there for Aroldis Chapman. And he finished it off with his 15th save, number 350 in his career.
What's up, Malachi? I'm not going to say that.
He said after the game, my goal is to get to 400. He's 37.
Yeah.
He's in phenomenal shape.
Fantastic shape.
He's thrown as well as he ever has. But that's his stated goal. I want to save 400 games. Very proud of 350 too.
Yeah.
Should be.
And that was a big run too. Kind of that 2-run cushion, you know. Chapman will give up a run here and there, but he doesn't put up big numbers, right? Give me a 2-run lead in the 9th as opposed to a 1-run lead. It changes everything.
It's going to be through in the left.
That's a base hit. Trevor Story gets there, and so there's runners on first and second now.
Back-to-back singles in the first inning off Martinez.
5-game hitting streak for Trevor Story.
Oh, he stays on this little cutter that he throws. See him cutting away, but he gets enough of it, gets it through that outfield, the infield rather. And maybe Gavin Lux up there in left field. They try him, but now Lux is back at second, his normal position. Hayes out in left field. He took advantage of Lux in left.
Red Sox did in the first game. Here's Willier. Ground ball, routine play for Lux. And the Red Sox,
And that'll be out number 3.
First inning, 2 left.
So we head to the second inning here in a scoreless ball game in Boston, Massachusetts. What the fuck is the camera doing, bro?
No score after one. Here in game number 2. Lou Merloni, Dave O'Brien, and Jemiah Webster with you. After we enjoyed the 75 throwback game last night, back to business as usual with all our graphics packages and everything else.
We're kind of still celebrating Mr. Louis Tiant, though. I got this jersey.
Very proudly you're wearing that tonight.
Yeah, I have to.
So is his lovely wife, Maria. We've already had one violation of the timer on Bernie here, so it counts 2-0.
Oh, great. Pitch clock violation.
Stevenson 226 with 6 home runs.
Hi, Jaden. Yes, you got XP.
And on the ground for Meyer at second base.
You are now my top fan. Doesn't make sense, though, because these other guys commented and they have nothing.
Very cool looking.
So that don't make sense, dude. This whole thing don't make sense.
We miss him all the time. Especially here this week. Celebrating 75.
This should make no fucking sense, bro.
He loved the Red Sox. His wife was talking, Maria was talking with Jemiah about it earlier. Never wanted to go anywhere else. Made such an impact here. In so many different ways. In pitching, yes.
Yeah, these other guys got no XP. They just know you're number one.
Just being an ambassador for the Red Sox.
Well, yeah, but at least these guys I feel like should get at least some XP.
Jim Rice would get together.
Just my XP.
That one on Broadway.
Oh, spring training. Those two in the golf cart. I love jumping in that golf cart with Tiant. Now, I can't repeat the conversations here on TV, but they were entertaining.
2 all the way to the backstop here on Hines.
There wasn't a time when I didn't see him. First, he greets you with a little kiss in the cheek. That he would ask me about my parents, my wife, my son, my whole family. Every single time. He was just a special man.
It formed a lot of relationships with the more recent players. You never would have guessed that.
No, he's in there.
He was number one.
Spring training.
Jaden, is your name actually Smitty Werben Jagerman Jensen? Oh, nice. They might look at that. No, not even looking at it.
Take a look at this one. Did he get his foot back?
Oh, no, they are.
The throw took him off.
Are they going to challenge it?
Who's been spending a lot of time at first.
He hopped up.
It's going to be close.
No, that's out.
I think he might have got it down. Nice play. Romy and Toro have done a really nice job over there. Not just offensively, right, but defensively as well. Still learning the position.
Toro over at third. Been a little less smooth over there. But at first, he's been picking it.
When you think about Toro, right, in spring training, I'm in his world. Like that utility guy. I'm looking at this roster. I'm seeing Alex Bregman at third. Do I get a lot of work at third?
Jaden, did you watch SpongeBob as a kid?
You got a lot of
This is a
work
very
in
important
training at
question,
first base.
actually.
Continue, that's where it
A lot
starts.
rides on this question.
Lux hammers that one into the left field. Duran's going to play this one off the monster.
That'll be a double for Gavin Lux. Surprised Bernie's still pitching. I thought he was literally only going to pitch the first.
Tonight for Cincinnati.
But he's still out there.
Here comes a 2 down in the second.
Kind of an idea that was the last guy, right? Stretching out Bernardino here, inning in 2/3. He's got the lefty. I'm going to give you this hitter right here. It's like Alcala will be the first one coming out.
So Moore will take the baseball away for Bernardino. Alcala coming in after the first hit with 2 down here in the second inning, and we'll have more from Fenway in just a moment.
All right, so here's a pitching change. Jaden! Oh, yes, you did. Okay. That's good. That's good.
Even Mom approves of.
That matters. That really does matter. I was
not hard at all.
Worried there.
I taught him that.
And with Swiffer Sweeper Dry, you can trap and lock 2 times more dirt, dust, and hair.
Nice.
Brooms can just push stuff around, but Swiffer grabs dirt and even traps the hair. Swiffer.
Impressive.
The mother of all cleans. Love it or your money back.
Relax. We'll take care of it. Having peace of mind. That's how it feels to work with One Group. your one source for insurance, risk management, employee benefits, and HR consulting.
The best mattress deals so you can get your best sleep. Only during the 4th of July mattress sale at Raymore and Flanagan. Save hundreds on top brands. Get $500 off Tempur-Pedic Breeze and more. Don't miss 4th of July mattress deals at Raymore and Flanagan.
Come here, buddy. You're looking adorable.
Is proud presenting sponsor of the WEEI Nesson Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon dedicated to striking out cancer. For every strikeout by a Sox pitcher, the Arbella Insurance Foundation donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund, up to $100,000. Arbella here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. So Alcala out of the bullpen, and he inherits a runner at second with 2 down. Encarnacio Strand will be the batter. Hits it hard, but snatching that up Toro. Sets it
That'll be out number 3. So 1 pitch, 1 out. That'll end the second, or that'll bring us to the bottom of the second inning here in Boston, Massachusetts. Still a scoreless ball game.
Since 1983, Nissan has been assembling award-winning vehicles for you, right here in America. And we're committed to keeping our lineup affordable and free from new tariffs. That's why we've lowered MSRP on our best-selling Rogue and Pathfinder. Because Nissan is here for you. Hurry, 4th of July offers end soon at the Nissan Summer Sales Event.
Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue or Pathfinder.
Americans, we can do anything we want, except one thing. We just can't stop being American. Nothing stops America.
All right, so we have our list of full starters for the American League All-Star team. At catcher will be Cal Raleigh from the Seattle Mariners. At first base will be Vladimir Guerrero Jr. from the Toronto Blue Jays. At second base, it'll be Gleyber Torres from the Detroit Tigers. At shortstop, it'll be Jay Willie, Jacob Wilson from the Oakland Athletics. At third base, it'll be Jose Ramirez from the Cleveland Guardians. In the outfield, we have Aaron Judge from the Yankees, Riley Green from the Detroit Tigers, and Javier Baez from the Detroit Tigers. And then at DH, we have Ryan O'Hearn. Do we have the NL team out yet? We do not have the full National League lineup yet.
Bottom of second, and Rafael will lead things off here against Martinez. No score, Red Sox and the Reds. Toronto's jumped out in front of the Yankees 7-0, huh?
In the first. Warren getting roughed up.
If they win their game, they'll be in a first-place tie with New York.
Oh. Rios, little 7-run cushion.
They're revealing those right now.
Shane had one of those. Game 1 here, got a little interesting.
Set on 251 with 9 home runs. We'll foul that one away.
Martinez this winter was one of 13 players to receive a qualifying offer. $21.05 million. He was the only one that accepted it. It's on a 1-year deal. Had a really good year last year for them.
See how he holds up tonight. We mentioned he made a run at a no-no last time, lost in the 9th inning. He threw 112 pitches. And that tied his career high, which he had achieved in 2015.
It's a big jump, too, for a guy that had a couple of bullpen appearances in between.
Two-hander foul. Last time he threw 112, he was with the Texas Rangers. It was against the Red Sox, 2015.
Nice, huh? Nice little rhythm. Just kind of bounces till he's ready to go.
Fouled off again. Cedon in game 1 today was 0 for 3. That snapped a 4-game hitting streak. Coming off a hot June. Lifts that one into left center field. That one is back there toward the wall.
Yeah, that's off the wall for Cedon. Nice. Cedon will go to third. Let's go. Let's go. Nipples for triples. Nipples for triples. Let's go.
That's really good base running. First off, it's this changeup that I told you was electric in his last outing, but this one's about letter high. Cedon smokes this ball high off the wall, and Friedl, I thought a difficult first game, kind of just plays this into triple. Maybe it's an error on him, but it's a little bit of panic there. There's really no need for it. That's an easy stand-up double. You saw Cedon break it down until he saw the bobble, but good job by Cedon.
So they will rule it a double and an error on Friedl. And the Red Sox have a man at the hot corner with nobody out. And Marcelo Meyer trying to pick him up. 212, 4 home runs for Marcelo. And he'll pop it up. The right side, Encarnacio Strand. He'll be called off by Lux. Will make the play. Flips to home plate, runner holding.
Back to Cedon, that's such a... You never want to take your eye off the baseball, right? He could have put his head down and just sort of trotted into second base and not looked up and missed that bobble by Friedl. You never take your eye off of it. And he was about to break it down until he saw it and got his way to third base. Now you got to get him in.
Romy Gonzalez hitting over 300. 304, 3 home runs. Sox trying to get on the board first. Fly ball right field deep enough. Lyons with a catch.
And Cedon will tag up. And he'll get in there. Nice. And that'll make it a 1-0 ball game.
1-0.
Oh, I thought this was going to be an easy stroll into home, but nice job by Romy.
What? That was not a fucking actual triple. That was not an actual triple. I did the nipples for triples and it wasn't an actual triple.
Stays inside.
Apparently,
deep enough to right field.
Yeah. So it was only a double, and then he advanced to third on the error. Apparently.
Of course, we know it's not because we've seen it all year, right? It's a struggle to get.
But they could change the scoring play. They are able to change that scoring play, so that is something that could have been real nipples.
But hit a sac fly.
That's crazy.
To get a run on the board, doing it more frequently, more reliably.
Imagine if he fucking hits a home run, another double, and a single in this game, and then he gets robbed of the cycle on the fucking that.
Good hit by Narvaez later on in ninth. It was just manufacture runs late.
And a liner to center field down for a base hit. So Tom Long is board with 2 down. And that'll get Jarren Duran up here in the second inning. Jarren 0 for 1. He whiffed in the first. Red Sox have won 3 out of 4 after the 6-game losing skid. And we'll find out if they have a break in the schedule coming up. Cincinnati came in as a winning team, but you got Washington and Colorado.
So Duran's up, ball 1 to him.
That if anything is going to happen, you have to take advantage of. Red Sox did not do that against the lowly White Sox. Really, they were 4-3 against them.
Yeah. So the one break you're really going to get this week is I'm pretty sure you're missing Mackenzie Gore. You can say what you want about the Nationals. You can look at their record. Well, Mackenzie Gore's on the mound. They're a pretty good team. Kind of like the White Sox when Garrett Crochet was on the mound last year.
2 out for Durant. Runner goes. Pitch high, throw down, and out. On the peg by Stevenson. Connor Wong is erased. He wasn't arguing it at all. And no challenge there.
So that'll end the second inning, but Ceddanne Rafaela gets the double in the air to get to third and then advances home on a sacrifice. So it's a 1-0 ball game here.
Yeah.
As we head to the third inning from Boston, Massachusetts.
Staying 3 nights.
And I got my little buddy right here.
$50 off a future stay.
He's a sweet little boy. Jesse, you're a sweet little boy.
Google Cloud AI knows that 102 mile per hour exit velocity with a 38-degree launch angle means a 40% chance that ball's out of you. Plus, it's 95 degrees out, so the ball is going to carry an extra 6.6 feet today. Talk about a hot hit. Catch the game like never before with Google Cloud AI.
Relax. We'll take care of it. Having peace of mind. That's how it feels to work with One Group, your one source for insurance, risk management, employee benefits, and HR consulting.
If you grill it, they will come. If you grill it, they will come. Royal Oak Lump Charcoal is made in the USA from American hardwood and nothing else. Flavorful smoke, high heat, great barbecue every time. Even legends agree.
Now that's what barbecue smells like.
Royal Oak is for the pitmaster and
Top of the third inning at Fenway, Red Sox have grabbed a 1-0 lead against Cincinnati as the Sox try and sweep them. No one's done that against the Reds this season. Red Sox already with 4 hits in the early going. And Alcala will work his second. You get Espinal, Friedel, and McClain. That's 9-1-2. For the Reds of Tito Francona.
Well, Alcala's thrown the ball well since he's come over. He really hasn't walked guys. 1 walk in 5 innings. When he was in Minnesota, that's what the problem was. He was walking 5.5 guys per 9, down to 1.8 for the Sox. Throwing the ball in the zone more. Minnesota, it was fastball, slider, curveball mix. The changeup was in there. Here, it's been pretty much fastball, curveball.
Ground ball to foul off the line.
They'll throw that slider right there a few times in outing, but it was getting really hit. So he comes over here and like, why are you throwing the breaking ball that gets hit? Why don't you stick with the curveball that doesn't? Sort of simplify the usage and the repertoire, and he's finding the zone ball. Big arm.
He does have that, the 1-2. Let's face it, a guy who has swung and missed at only 61 of 1,012 pitches this season.
He had 42 plate appearances without a strikeout. Snapped just a few days ago.
Curveball missing, 2-2. And a right-hander trying to finish him off. Can't do it there. 3-2. Friedel on deck.
All right, so we have the National League starters. They have been announced for the 2025 MLB All-Star Game. At catcher, we have Will Smith from the Dodgers. I won't pass him, tweet. There's passing.
And a payout pitch. Did get him to go.
All right, so from catcher, we have Will Smith from the Dodgers. At first base, we have Freddie Freeman from the Dodgers. At second base, we have Ketel Marte from the Diamondbacks.
Wait for it to break that backup slide.
At shortstop, we have Francisco Lindor from the Mets. From third base, we have Manny Machado from the Padres.
Top of the order.
In the outfield, we have Ronald Acuna Jr. for the Braves, Kyle Tucker for the Cubs, and Pete Crow Armstrong from the Cubs. And then from the DH, we have Shohei Ohtani from the Dodgers.
Red Sox with a 1-0 lead early. And a routine fly ball right at Cedon. 2 up, 2 down. So the shortstop McLean to draw a walk, stole a base, was stranded.
It is kind of weird that Acuna's eligible because he only came back at the end of May. I don't feel like he should be eligible. I mean, he has been amazing since he came back, but I don't know, man. I feel like it's not enough games to really be eligible.
And looks at strike 1.
Let's kick and pick it, too, at second base. That shortstop already made one nice play earlier on Anthony up the middle.
But this game's for entertainment, so
Alcala has to wait on it.
whatever gets viewers, I guess.
Even with his arm, no chance. So McLean's on with a base hit with 2 down.
You can't hit it higher than this, huh? You're Alcala. Just come on, hurry up and come down so I can hurry up and throw it. Just up there too long for McLean can run. Really no chance there.
So to bring up De La Cruz.
I doubt Duran will be in the All-Star game again. That was beautiful last year, though, for him to be the All-Star MVP. Doesn't look like he'll be able to run it back this year, unfortunately.
Well, among those you think of from Cincinnati, some of the old Reds teams who had his combo of speed and power is Eric Davis.
And that'll be out number 3.
He's going to line this one.
That'll bring us to the bottom of the 3rd inning here in Boston, Massachusetts, in a 1-0 ball game.
I think I like sports now.
No way. The Gecko was just spotted down the street.
I've always wanted to meet him. Ever since Geico's 24/7 emergency roadside service got us out of a jam.
Sounds like you got more than just savings, my
Chester?
dudes.
Sir, do we know you?
Oh, I'm just a stranger who loves friendly service and American football.
Something to drink?
Oh, yes, spot tea would be lovely. And a root beer with lots of ice.
You know, you kind of look like someone.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
My cousin Daryl.
Oh, he does look like Daryl.
Diddy could face up to 20 years in prison. That's not enough.
Nice Oakleys, Stipe. Where'd you get them?
GovX.com.
Man, I gotta get me one of those. Where'd you get it?
GovX.com.
Hey, Stipe, nice boots. Where'd you get those?
GovX.com. Use it. Exclusive deals for first responders, military, and law enforcement only at GovX.com.
2 summer sensations are flying into DQ. One of them is sure to save the summer. And the other? Yeah, he's Superman. No big deal. With an epic mix of sugar cookie dough, sprinkles, and cake batter flavor. The new DQ Superman Cake Batter Cookie Dough Blizzard Treat packs enough flavor to tempt Superman himself. Hurry into DQ or get it delivered in the app for this legendary new Blizzard Treat before it's gone.
You know this is a fast one. Google Cloud AI knows that when the home pitcher throws a 98-mile-per-hour heater,
Red Sox in the lead 1-0 against the Reds. To the bottom of the 3rd we go with Jarren Duran leading things off. He fanned his first time up. And then Abraham Toro, and if anybody reaches, it'll be Trevor Story. Red Sox won the first game today. It resumed from last night's rain. 5-3 was the final. So they've already won the series.
You gotta get greedy. A lot of people say it's kind of gravy. It's not gravy, it's greedy. You know, I mean, every game's important. Even we lost the first 2 to Anaheim. That 3rd game is important. Every single night is. Just trying to win another ball game tonight. Forget about a sweep. Turns out it would be one.
Read, for lack of a better phrase.
Yeah,
Good.
So
you get 2 hits.
1-2 count to Durant here.
You want 3, right?
And Durant looking for 1 right here on a 1-2 pitch. Hit that one in the left center field. Fairly well hit.
All right, yeah, I was confused because I was like, didn't Durant come up in the last? Yeah, Connor Wong was caught stealing to end the inning.
Now the
So during Durant's at bat, so Durant was able to
just announced.
come back out.
And I mean, very, very fascinating is the
He's out.
outfield and Javi Baez, who has
Javi Baez come back.
He's been there as a shortstop. Now he's there as an outfielder. That's a guy they didn't have on the postseason roster last year.
Yeah. We saw him early. He's playing great. Great defense. The only one I don't... Jacob Wilson, rookies, had a great first 2-3 months. I get it. Bobby Witt Jr. is the all-star shortstop, in my opinion. One of the best players in the game.
Yeah.
You know, and is an all-star because he had 2 or 3 good months? Or do people want to see Bobby Witt out there at shortstop?
It's always a great discussion. And Witt's going to be a perennial. But if the fans don't vote you to start.
Yep. Tigers on that, and rightfully so.
Big swing and a miss by Roman. Anthony is 0 for 1. 1-0 Boston, 3rd inning.
Alex Bregman's one of the finalists. He's missed a lot of games, right? I mean, and Jose Ramirez is an all-star third baseman, too.
And it's going to be Ramirez, of course, starting, as he should. 2 and a high pop-up. Into center. Friedel on approach. Is all night. He's got it.
That'll be on number 2.
Let's check out tonight's storylines. They're presented by FanDuel. Abraham Toro to get 2 or more hits and record an RBI. Already has a base hit after 2 in the earlier game. Feels like he's getting 2 a night.
Yeah, recently, right? He and Narvaez, they kind of, they were so hot, and then they went cold, but they've rebounded here now in the last 5-6 games to kind of even this thing out, which is good to see.
So he's closing in on 300 again. He's hit 297. Dan Martinez gets a fly ball twisting down the line. Hayes will move on over. And he puts that away. 3 fly ball outs. That's all for the Red Sox in the 3rd.
This crispy chicken is from a taco place. This crispy chicken is from a taco place? The taco place? Taco place. It comes in a burrito, too?
From your taco place, it's also a chicken place that's also a taco place.
With Snapdragon, there's no limit to what you can do and what you can discover on the fastest PCs with multi-day battery life. Unlock your potential with Snapdragon at the heart of your PC.
Sorry we're late. I was in the family, right?
Who are you?
You get inside, find the cooler, fill it with Pepsi.
Isn't that breaking and entering?
No, it's just entering.
I'm not seeing a cooler. That who's for us? There's no lifeguard. Can I help you with that?
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Pepsi. I'm not even here.
It really is a perfect combo. Are your friends with the new Pepsi truck coming over too?
I'm not sorry for bringing flavor! Why'd I go to the doctor? I remember being so lightheaded I could barely stand. Good thing my crew nudged me to get checked. Turns out I have AFib, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
My heart would race just taking my son to practice.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you notice one or more of these symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
This is no time to wait.
What makes me feel comfortable? It's not my afternoon tea or my kitten reminding me to hang in there. It's T-Mobile. When you switch, you'll pay less today and the price of your rate plan won't change for 5 years.
T-Mobile's new experience plans. Families can save 20% today and the price won't change tomorrow.
50 Ralph. You can buy tickets at redsox.com/5050 through the 8th inning of tonight's game for a chance to win half of the net jackpot. See the official rules for full details. Looks like D-Lo is enjoying the game and digging in.
Big time.
Bree and Trevor Wakefield got him. He's got to buy a few tickets, right?
I mean, I think he's reaching for the big credit card. They do.
I bet they're pointing to that 300 ticket John Henry seats down there.
So on to the 4th inning. It is 1-0 Boston. And Austin Hayes taking on Chris Murphy. Just into the game, the left-hander. He missed all of last year, big chunk of this season because of elbow surgery. Came back in the Toronto series.
Good to see him back in that game. Throwing the ball real well. You like his arm. Two scoreless. Walked a couple guys, but struck out a couple guys. That fastball back to 94. Slider, curveball mix.
Man, there's your curveball at 79 to put him away.
A lot of tickets.
Man.
Derek Lowe, huh?
Office.
Good to see Bree and Trev out there selling some tickets. And they knew where to go. Uncle Derek.
Yeah. The Sox Foundation was huge for Tim Wakefield. He was amazing for it.
Yeah. Wakey and D-Lo very close too.
Tyler Stevenson 0 for 1. He's grounded out to second. High fly right field deep. Anthony has room though, and he'll make the catch on the warning track. Set down Stevenson, 2 away. For more on Anthony in right field, let's toss it down to Jemai.
Thanks a lot, Dave. He's making start number 13 out there in right field. And Alex Cora said earlier this week, we got to have balance playing him in the outfield. They don't want to make him a DH right away. He needs those reps out there, and he's looked pretty comfortable, especially when you consider only 4 starts in AAA in right field. I talked with Kyle Hudson about how they got him up to speed. He said quickly, it's been a crash course. They do the work out there before pregame. We've seen that happen. So getting them to understand those bounces, the angles, that's been most important. But Hudson says he's confident in his ability because the kid likes to work.
Yeah, we've seen that. I mean, it's a terrific work ethic. He and Marcelo both put in the time.
Yeah, both these guys, you know, Anthony can hold his own defensively. Will continue to improve his game. Marcelo put a glove in his hand, put him anywhere you want. He's fantastic in the infield.
Swing and a miss. He got him 96 miles an hour to Fan Hines. They go 1-2-3.
Clayton Kershaw is 3 strikeouts shy of 3,000.
You love the players.
I think he's definitely going to get there tonight.
You love the game. Now you can own baseball greatness. MLB Auction.
They play at 10.
On game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more. With items added all season long from your favorite major league teams, legends, and players. Each item is MLB authenticated to ensure the item shipped directly to your home is the real deal. Want a piece of the game? Visit auctions.mlb.com.
We interrupt your scheduled programming with a new transmission from Nike Football. Welcome to the home of terrifying skill.
Introducing Thunder Edge Nightmare!
Free psychic readings with Alexia.
They're selling brand new skills no one's ever seen before.
Don't just beat them. Give them nightmares.
Keep on nailing it, never miss it. Back in Georgia.
biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
Are you buying a car on your phone?
Yeah, I'm already pre-qualified for a Carvana auto loan.
I better teach her about down payments.
I only put in a low down payment, but look at all these cars.
But she's got to test drive it.
And I get up to 7 days to try it out.
Well, that's nice. I can still help. Think.
Mom?
Yes, dear?
Could you give me a ride to the Carvana vending machine?
Of course, my love. Cars come in vending machines now?
Finance and buy your car on Carvana today.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field. We're able to use our platform and let these kids know that dreams are reachable.
It's very important to leave something behind to show our...
Last of the fourth inning at Fenway, Red Sox 1 and Cincinnati 0.
All right, so here's the bottom of the fourth.
Taking on the right-hander Nick Martinez.
Game moving by rather fast.
Trevor Story has one of the 4 hits against him so far. First inning single. Second time around against Martinez. Rips into this one down.
And Trevor Story will get that down for a base hit off the wall. That'll go in for a double.
Here's the throw.
There he's in there.
To
Nice.
the back first. And he's 2 for 2.
Not going to let him slap that tag on, get his hand off the base this time. This is a really beautiful swing here from Trev. This is just a short stroke. Fastball in. Turns on it, barrels it, ricochets, hit so hard, way off that wall. It's a nice throw by Hayes to make it close. Hayes thinking two the whole way, especially hit down that line. You know, the left field's got to work, and his momentum's carrying him away from second. You got to challenge that every day.
He missed game 1. He went sliding into second. They knocked his hand off the bag, and he was out. Abreu. We'll look at the strike. Williard grounding out the second, first time up. Red Sox looking for more here in the fourth. And Martinez with the 0-1.
Change up really fooled him. Another ground ball to second, move the runner over, right? Start manufacturing some things, add on.
Again, we have seen a little more of that in recent days with the Red Sox. And a 2-strike pitch. They'll pop a foul on a play.
Yep, that is true, Jaden. I know, I saw that too.
So
we are closer to 2050 than we are 2000. That's fucking crazy, dude.
All-Star break will be right here at Fenway.
It's fucking
We'll see
crazy.
when Mr. Bregman is ready to go.
Technically, wouldn't that have happened yesterday at noon?
Red Sox face
Yesterday at noon, wouldn't that have been?
Cubs, Phillies, Dodgers.
The best teams in the National League.
In succession.
I don't like that time. That's like the week or two before the trade deadline when you're trying to define who you are, right? Last year after the All-Star break didn't go so well. Colorado was involved in that.
Red Sox lost 2 out of 3 there. After being swept by the Dodgers. Well, Abreu on this occasion cannot advance the runner. He does strike out. 1 down. So that's going to be a really, really fascinating time of the season.
Yeah, coming out of the All-Star break is always a weird time. You know, it's almost like opening day. Maybe you can catch good teams coming out of the break and not clicking, just like you could in opening day, right? You hope to be not one. Last year, you were one of those teams that didn't click coming out of the break.
Bounding ball here by Sadon at third. Here's the throw. It is in time by a step. Trevor Story holding at second, 2 away. Well, that's very true. I mean, the Red Sox went into the break last year with high hopes. They actually played their best baseball of the year in the break.
10 games over, I believe, and you had about a game and a half two-game lead in the wild card.
And then faced the Dodger team that was really seriously depleted. Mookie was down. It felt like half the pitching staff was down. The Red Sox went to L.A. and got swept. Fly to right. Hines coming in. And the center fielder.
And that'll be out number 3. So we enter the 5th inning here in a game that's moving by very fast.
Some moments are too big to miss.
4 swings, 4 homers. Tucker, you are the man. It's gone! This place is going wild!
MLB Tonight brings you closer to the biggest plays from around the league as they happen. Plus, highlights and reactions from the moments that matter most.
Good to get that win today, but we gotta keep going.
MLB Tonight, only on MLB Network.
3 ice cold Jägermeister shots, please.
Those look warm. Serve it cold or don't serve it at all. Jägermeister. Damn, that's cold.
Since 1983, Nissan has been assembling award-winning vehicles for you, right here in America. And we're committed to keeping our lineup affordable and free from new tariffs. That's why we've lowered MSRP on our best-selling Rogue and Pathfinder. Because Nissan is here for you. Hurry, 4th of July offers end soon at the Nissan Summer Sales Event.
Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue or Pathfinder.
Can I get that burger though? It's not time yet. I'm just gonna grab that. Almost. Okay, we're good.
Every player on a team knows the value of a great coach. They see the whole field. They give advice. And they bring strategy and support. At New York Life, we know the power of having someone by your side. That's why we're proud to...
Well, Chris Murphy back at it. We go to the 5th inning. Red Sox with a slender lead here, 1-0. Inning 5 is powered by Salem 5 Bank. Red Sox got their run in the 2nd. Has been all so far. Lux doubled with 2 down in the 2nd. Nobody brought him in.
This was the guy that killed you, too, if you remember. Last couple games in Dodger Stadium. He ruined you. A couple of home runs. You mentioned the Dodger team that was beat up. He had bogeys against the Red Sox. It was really more about you. Remember, that was the time when Slayton and Martin went down, and you just couldn't. You blew games left and right.
Yep.
Got swept by the Dodgers. You had a shot of winning all 3, at least 2 of them. Same thing out in Colorado. That just really started a stretch that was ugly for a few weeks.
Give up 20-something runs in 1 game to the Rockies. And pounded it home. Throw ball off the plate, 3-2. Encarnacion Strand next, and then Santiago Espinal. And a payoff pitch. Ground ball, nice play there by Murphy. With his back to the plate. And gets the out, 1 gone. Things are going good.
A lot of times you talk about pitchers throw their glove, it goes off their glove for an infield single. They just throw the glove out there. That's what he does behind his back. But he sticks it. Look at this. Reaction, it's in there. Got him. Nice.
Rounded foul off the bat of Encarnacion Strand. Into the dugout. You did not see Tito make a play.
Oh,
and the 0-1.
Well, there's some joke there, right? If you saw me play, you know I miss it. Nobody can call himself Tito.
No, nobody did a better job.
We didn't tell me anything. I hit 167. We didn't even tell him. He didn't hit that bad. He hit better than that.
Great college player. Popped up into foul territory. Gonzalez will move on over to make the play. 2 up, 2 down. And at least here with 2 down in the 5th inning, Red Sox continue to tie up the Reds' bats. Order like a pro, Allagash White. It's the go-to citrusy, hazy, and crowd-pleasing wheat beer. Allagash White from Maine with love. Espinal with a rare strikeout in his only plate appearance tonight. Run on 5 hits for the Red Sox. No runs, 2 hits, and an error for Cincinnati.
Murphy's looked really good, huh? A couple outings now. Gives you multiple innings. Alcala has looked good. Jordan Hicks, we saw him the other night, looked fantastic. Just a new look out there to add to some of the guys you already had at the back end.
It's rare to kind of get a makeover like that in your bullpen.
Yeah.
In the midst of the season, but it's kind of what's happened. See if it clicks. Just trying to get the back to 500. That'll be the case if they win this game tonight. And the 2-1. Little flare to right field. Anthony coming in, coming over, makes the play. Nice job there. That was a fair ball too. And they go 1-2-3.
Nice. So we head to the bottom of the 5th here. Game that's moving by very fast. I guess that's what happens on a doubleheader. You want to get the game moving. You don't want to, you know.
Jeremy Pena, he's an electric-type personality. Hunter Brown has been the Astros' best and most consistent pitcher.
Oh, the Diesel special tonight. You put Diesel in, you get Diesel out.
Face of the franchise, everything that is Houston now.
He's top 5 in every category for the Houston Astros. Always just assume they're going to play in the ALCS.
There's no effort. Boom.
Late inning heroics once again. He's a legend.
Kansas City's hot. And Bobby Witt Jr. is piping hot. One big swing from the Royal superstar.
The greatest player on earth right now.
You become like a massive, massive force.
You have to work more. You have to sacrifice yourself more.
That's the type of baseball that wins come postseason. Just the team that we have, just doing things one pitch at a time, one inning at a time. It's just so much fun.
Tony Gonzalez in the box here in the bottom half of the 5th. And a 1-0 Red Sox lead. Romy drove that in. He played at Raphael with a sac fly in the 2nd inning. Cedon had doubled and then reached 3rd on an error on the play. Romy picked him up with a fly to right.
Big too, this guy that plays against lefties. You know the numbers. He's 352 against lefties, but 259 against righties. Still gives you a quality at bat and has a big sac fly.
Wong next, and then Duran in the 5th. And Martinez with a 1-2.
See that Romy and Toro may have some company over at first. Reports Masataka Yoshida taking some ground balls down in Worcester, Baldwin Park.
How about that?
Of course, just in case things get weird in the game, it'd be nice to have him play a little bit.
Tapper back to Martinez. We'll set down Gonzalez, 1 away.
The Aura Pavilion at Fenway offers cushioned seats, in-seat service, access to the climate-controlled Aura Club space behind home plate, and more. For more, visit redsox.com/Aura Pavilion.
Well, you and I have been talking about it really ever since spring training. Massa had, what, 35 at bats? One hopper snagged by Espinal. Kind of long.
It's on number 2.
It is 1 for 2.
Very quickly.
You know, the difference that Massa can make because of the kind of hitter he is. A contact guy, line drive guy.
Already over halfway done.
He's a good hitter. Good hitter. You know, 2 years in a row now, 280, 285. People always get on him because of DH doesn't hit 30 home runs. He is what he is. If he gets you 15, gives you a good at-bat, doesn't strike out, well, you could use that professional at-bat.
Durant 0 for 2, knocks a foul on a plate.
Of course, they didn't envision him starting at first base, but he's going to play a little outfield, but start thinking about a DH of Yoshida and Refsnyder. Platooning, it's a pretty good one.
Swinging a high fly to right field, backing up high.
Go on, Durant. Oh, that was a great play. To end the inning.
Haul that in as he went thudding into the fence.
That'll bring us to the 6th inning here in a 1-0 ball game.
But it's out number 3.
From Boston, Massachusetts. Sox have the lead.
Step up to the plate and get ready to play ball. The baseball show for kids where you can learn about batting, fielding, and everything in between from the real pros. Every swing is a big hit on Play Ball. Saturday mornings at 10 Eastern on MLB Network.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central. Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns, interviews with the players, and a little bit of everything else. The baseball day begins with MLB Central, weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
It's a great night for baseball. This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names. Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bat's out. Come alive. Big showstopper. We're just playing Powerball. This place doesn't know what hit him. These teams are entertaining, are they not? The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Your home is your happy place until you come back to bad odors. Use Febreze plug-in with Fade Defy technology. It has a microchip that alternates 2 complementary scents to constantly fight odors and give noticeable freshness. It even reminds you when to refill, so you can always be sure that your home smells fresh and clean for up to 50 days. Enjoy the freshness of Febreze plug-in.
Right back to the mound. Good stab by Mulholland. The throw, what? The ball stuck in his glove. The ball stuck in his glove, and that's why he ran so far at first. He couldn't get it out. And then he attempted to lob it with his glove hand, and the glove went with it. And Brenly caught them both. This is a...
Still 1-0 game to the 6th inning at Fenway. As TJ Friedel leads it off, he has whiffed and flied out to center. And he's making a nice play going all the way back to the warning track up against the bullpen fence. They get good wood on it. Nothing to show there, though.
Remember that second at bat. Friedel caught it at the edge of that track down there, right at the wall, left center, and then he smoked that one to right. He's got nothing to show for it.
Jumps on that one, a line drive, and a diving effort.
Oh! Roman Anthony!
He made the catch.
It's time, boys. The Roman Empire
As Diaz, the umpire,
is here.
The signal. Steals were there.
This is a great jump by Roman out in right field.
Man.
When we talk about that corner,
That boy.
You see him just
That boy's going to be a problem. Oh, man.
You see him coming into this picture moving.
That boy's going to be a problem.
Step and jump for this ball to have a chance. And of course,
That
the
boy.
concentration going down to the ground. Murphy appreciates
That boy
it.
going places.
One gone, McLean the hitter. He's walked and singled.
Leather being flashed out there and right.
Reds have been held to 2 hits tonight. Here comes another one ripped down the left field line. That's going to bounce and go right up against the monster.
That's a base hit.
Second,
and Matt McLean will get in there with a double.
So their tying run is in scoring position. With one on the sixth.
Just goes to show how important that catch was by Roman, right? That ball gets down, it's either second and third or it's a tie ball game. Murphy tries to run this fastball up and in. McLean does a nice job just kind of being short and to it.
Red Sox have an active bullpen. Weiser is warming up. And De La Cruz is the batter. The man at second, one out. Hot shot now to get it. Toro runner holds.
And that's on number
Red
2.
Sox continue to do really good work on De La Cruz, who is 1 for 11 in the series with a single.
Yeah, that one fucking single that we did give him, he ended up getting a fucking home on it. He ended up scoring on it.
With Austin Hayes due up.
So it looks like Alex Cora is going to take out Chris Murphy, put in Austin Hayes.
His game right now.
So Weissert will become the 4th Red Sox pitcher to work here tonight. 1-0 Boston. More in a moment.
Your day in baseball starts with
Damn,
MLB
dude.
Central. Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns, interviews with the players, and a little bit of everything else. The baseball day begins with MLB Central, weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Let's just get one of everything.
Buy everything. Yes, chef. 3% cash back on chicken. Yes, chef.
3% cash back on dessert. What's in your wallet?
St. Louis Cardinals, one of the cleanest jerseys in the game. I've always felt that way. And, you know, the birds on the bat, just an iconic logo. I mean, look how rich that yellowish gold is in the bat. You know, all the stitching with the birds. I just always thought it's one of the best looks in the game. 35 is the number I wore in my Major League debut. I actually think this might be the jersey from my Major League debut. So that was 2010, May 29th.
Pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket. Great to see that smile. Ace Ticket with the best seats at the lowest prices, given everything he's been through.
Oh, been fantastic. You miss an entire year, you get your first appearance, 2 scoreless, you go 2 2/3 here. Now you're asking Weissert to clean it up.
2 down.
Good performance there from Chris
Austin
Murphy.
Hayes. Good pop in the bat. He's 0 for 2 tonight. This guy's also a triples machine.
Weissert making his leading 42nd appearance.
McLean at second. And the 0-1. Ground ball,
What are you
2
doing,
story.
dude?
He'll handle that. Right on the money, and nothing comes to the double.
All right, so that'll end the. Well, that'll bring us to the bottom of the 6th inning. Only 2 pitches there for Weissert.
Roar is back in Motown. Right now, Major League Baseball, we have a new Tiger King. Tarek Skubal owns this mound.
Look at him walking off the mound. This guy's a nightmare.
This kid's special, doing it all. Riley Green saves the day. Watch it fly. Kerry Carpenter.
He's a monster.
This dude was a 1-1 for a reason. Just thinking hands, and naturally I just get in the right spot.
Baez, yes, sir.
I think he might be comeback player of the century.
That's the Tigers, baby.
I think this is the Phillies' division to win. Everybody knows their role within the team. They're motivated collectively to go after that World Series ring.
Bryce Harper is one of the great faces of our sport.
Great ones do great things when it matters. Trey Turner just tools out of his mind. Trey Turner, mammoth home run.
Zach Wheeler, this guy has been nothing but sensational since he was signed.
This fan base loves us as a team. When I left the city, we had a lot of fun.
complete team. Time to win for the Phillies.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bat's out. Come alive. Showstopper. We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not? The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
I remember the first series I had, the first home run I hit was a grand slam.
Welcome back, bottom of the sixth. Tom Karen with you here at Fenway Park, getting ready for WB Mason Extra Innings with Jim Rice in our studio. We'll recap both games of this sort of doubleheader, and we'll take you to Worcester where Masataka Yoshida has begun his rehab, and we will show you his flawless work at first base before the game, guys, as he puts in the work. We'll see if that means anything, but it's certainly interesting that they had Yoshida putting in a good amount of time this afternoon before the games began. He got his first game, 0 for 2, drew a walk. That's his day down in Worcester.
TC, thank you very much. Roman Anthony got 0 for 2 and made a really nice catch in right field.
You know one thing, Masa, catching that ball, flipping it to the pitcher, it's perfect form.
Perfect form, yeah.
Right? I miss watching him run.
You do.
I do.
It's always been a little weird, but that's okay.
It's really one of the joys in life, Toby. I mean, when you witness perfect form, dimes in the pocket, I love it.
Then it is perfection. It is artistry in a way. The 2-1. Change up. We'll leave it on Roman. Toro next, and then Story. Trevor Story 2 for 2 tonight. Very little offense here in game number 2. Red Sox got the run in the second inning on a sac fly by Roman Gonzalez to bring in Cedar Rafaela. That's been it. Hammers that with the second baseman. Lux with the stab and gets him. One away.
Just keeps hitting it hard. And that sky fly ball he hit last at bat was almost 104 off the bat. Just impressive. You know, just an all-around package, the mentality, the personality out in right field, quality contact in at bats. Shouldn't probably be hitting sixth. I mean second, right? Should probably be hitting 6, 7. Some of these guys are asking a lot from him.
Toro with a strike, batting out of the 3 spot. A single and a fly to left for Abraham tonight, and 2 hits in game 1. He'll lay off that one outside. Toronto has been battering the Yankees tonight at Rogers Center, 8-0 in the 4th inning. Blue Jays.
Maybe if you didn't fucking stand there.
We slowed down. Put up 7 in the first.
Tired. Tampa Bay beat the A's earlier today, 6-5. Floated into left field, and Hayes on approach. He'll take it. 2 down. Viva Tequila Seltzer is the official hard seltzer of Red Sox coverage on NESN. Available at Luke's Liquors across Cape Cod. Story in search of his 3rd hit. A single in the 1st, a double in the 4th. Red Sox up 1-0 over the Reds. Without our 1970s jackets and ties, I feel very inadequate tonight.
There's a joke there. I'll stay away.
Base is empty. And up the middle he goes for his 3rd hit.
There you go.
Story 3 for 3. He was swinging a good bat, and Judy's carrying that over to July.
Yep. that month of May, there were so many. He hadn't played in 3 years, and he's sort of gotten this rut, kind of like quicksand sometimes as a player. Couldn't really get out of it. Lasted about 110 at bats. He's still playing solid defense, making the plays, and he's really turned it around ever since it turned to June.
I was talking with Jemai earlier today because he had another good one in Game 1. He said, you know, we've got analytics. We've got everything you could possibly want. All sorts of information. Reams of it. We know what every guy throws. I look fastball.
Some things don't change, Obi.
It's very refreshing to hear that. Get the fastball, hit it. And outside on Abreu, a grounder to second and a strikeout. Well, you're a clutch hit in game number 1. He picked up another RBI. He's had an excellent series.
And when guys are going good, you see conviction in it, right? Attacking the fastball. When guys aren't going good, it's what they call stuck in the middle, right? They're behind the fastball, in front of the breaking ball. He's got conviction now to swing.
Willier? Willier? Yeah, Willier! Let's go! Another Willie homer! Willier! Or Wilger. I guess that's how his name is actually pronounced.
Yeah, he's had a heck of a series.
Boy, Hines almost did it again, huh? You weren't sure there. You didn't know. But Abreu is just absolutely blowing up here right now. Third homer of the series.
Woo!
2-run shot. D-Lo loves it. He's fired up. Of course, the 2-out single, right? 2-out rallies. Boy, Abreu's such a difference maker when he gets going. He's been hot ever since he got off the IL.
Cena with an extra base hit
Ball
tonight.
sit on Rafaela.
Take a look at how close he came. He didn't get leather on it.
Now, this is that changeup. And you see that little last reach to find that barrel. And see Hines, how close was he? Just didn't get out there enough. Lands in that first row. Might as well be 20 rows. Doesn't matter. Nice job staying through that changeup. He's fired up.
3-0 Boston, 2 down. Cena looking to follow suit. 0-2. And that Red Sox home run brought to you by Audi. Visit your New England Audi dealer today.
Boy, Abreu now. In 11 games, this is the 12th game since coming off the IL. He's hit .351 coming into this game with 3 homers, 14 RBIs.
2-hammered foul by Cedric Rafaela.
So adding to those numbers.
Very lively crowd here tonight, too.
That'll wake him up.
0-2 pitch. Bounced up there. Meyer on deck. 3-0 Sox. They've out hit Cincinnati 7-3.
It's big too, you know. How many times we sat there and said, we're going to try to win this one 1-0, right? They're going to add on. Not that they're not trying to add on, but that 2-run shot, 3-0, makes it a little more comfortable.
1-2 for Martinez. And chopped to the middle. Lux will handle it. Close play and got him at first. That'll retire the side, but the Red Sox on the blast by Wilyer Abreu. Add on now, 3-0 Boston.
You love the players. 50-50. You love the game. Now you can own baseball greatness. MLB Auction lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more. With items added all season long from your favorite major league teams, legends, and players. Each item is MLB authenticated to ensure the item shipped directly to your home is the real deal. Want a piece of the game? Visit auctions.mlb.com.
Everybody wants to know that care will be there when they need it most. And with Excellus Blue Cross Blue Shield, it is.
So tell me how you're feeling.
With options like virtual care, we bring you convenient ways to connect when and where you want. So every day, every night, everybody benefits.
With the Correas and the Royce Lewises and the Buxtons firing at the height of their power, they're probably the most talented team.
Royce Lewis puts his team on top.
A seasoned monster, we all know that.
Grand slam, Carlos Correa.
The Byron Buxton's the tools, the speed, the power.
There's one speed, and that's to go get it. I think that we're a great team. I think we know we're a great team.
Top of the 7th inning at Fenway. Red Sox ahead 3-0. They look to sweep the series. Trying to win their second one today. Getting a blast moments ago by Wilyer Abreu, who's had a big series. Stevenson is tapped to second. He's flied out to right. And he'll ground that one through the hole for a base hit. That is just their 4th hit of the ball game. Couple of doubles, couple of singles, that's been it. So leadoff man on for Hines, who's grounded out and whiffed. As it already made a really nice play in right field, but could not catch the home run by Wilyer Abreu out of his.
Therese Hines is in.
And ball 1. Sox pitching.
Jaden's talking shit on Roman Anthony.
3 hits. Coming into this inning. Ground ball, chopper to third, backing up toward.
Oh, come on.
And he will throw too late after the misplay. They're going to be safe at first and second.
Defensive miscue there by Abraham
Toro.
Toro.
That he's been very slick over at first base. Third's been another matter.
Well,
I don't like him at third base.
Again, a lot of his work has been at first base. This one here, I think he's tried to do something a little bit too quick, right? Started thinking about this throw to second base before it's actually in the glove. And at that point, it's just too late.
So an E5 on Toro. We'll see if this opens up a door for Cincinnati. And Gavin Lux, who's doubled and grounded out, 1 for 2. Double plays were big for the Sox in the first game today. A couple of them. Chase that changeup. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit that sharp one up the middle in the 5th inning that Chris Murphy, who was pitching at the time, the lefty, made a terrific play on. The blind play. Now the change, 2-1. This is the 3rd man out of the pen. Technically the 4th because Bernardino started as an opener. 2-1.
I'd like to be an opener. Now Bernie comes in here and throws an inning in 2/3, goes up and knock, no runs. Goes in the clubhouse, kind of chills. Like about in the dugout, not coming in late, right? He's just enjoy a ball game.
Time now for the Allstate good hit.
We mentioned it. This is the 5th inning. Gavin Lux last at bat. Murphy though behind his back piece. I got it. Run it over there. Look at this. Just throw some leather. Nice play by Chris.
Weiser trying to put Lux away. 94, he got a piece. Couple of base runners, Stevenson at second. Hines reached on the error by Toro on at first. Red Sox 3, Reds nothing. We're in the 7th inning. And Weisert's 2-2. Lux is going to see at least 8 pitches.
I just saw that number 2. One of the better hitters here with the Reds in scoring position. 310. Ian Hayes.
Full count here to Gavin Lux.
Big pitch here.
And the 3-2 on the way. Just badly. So that's ball 4, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. Encarnacion Strand will climb in 0 for 2. And Bailey will head for the mound. Single, an error, and a walk.
Talking about that insurance runs, right? Too many times, 1-0, all of a sudden, there's an error, there's a walk, and you're sitting here trying to protect the lead. Still in a jam here, but it is a 3-0 game. Take the ground ball, take the fly ball, sack fly, try to limit the damage, but you got to get ahead and execute.
So Nora's going to get about halfway and it breaks up. It is the number 8 hitter. Started the night batting 147. He's rounded to third and popped up in this one. No place to put him. Stevenson at third, Hines at second, Lux on at first. No problem falling behind. And Weiss here's the 1-0. Passed it. The Lex going at 95.
1-1 count here to Encarnacion.
This is his inning.
Weiser trying to wriggle free of a jam. And the 1-1. He's in front now.
It's a 1-2 count.
Little light hitting contact guy on deck. Ball and 2 strikes. They lead at first, second, third. And Weisert's 1-2.
Two right by him. Comes at him again with 95. Just gets a piece of it.
Brian Bayo got the win in game 1 today. 1-2 pitch. Not much bite on that sweeper, 2-2.
He wanted that one down and away, missed down and in. Go right back to that heater.
Bases all jammed up for the Reds in a 2-2 home.
Oh, come on, dude. This is ridiculous.
Totally out of the ballpark for a grand slam.
Come on, man.
Cincinnati takes the lead.
Just like that, with one fucking...
Encarnacion Strand with a grand slam.
Come on, man. That's insane.
9 feet.
Right, those two eaters right by him. And then missed with a slider, and he comes back.
I don't deserve this. I deserve to have a good night, not a bad one.
Entered into this lineup late. Late scratch by Spencer Steer, who's been hitting for them. And it's Strand that comes in with the big blow.
Craig Weiser better get ready to learn any language but English, buddy.
We'll chop that one to the middle.
And that'll be out number 1.
Gets it. Finally out. 1 down.
Oh, there's 2 fastballs right by him.
Fucking grand slam for the Reds.
Missed with the slider. He wasn't catching up to him at all. This one here was just sort of elevated.
Fucking just like that, gives him the lead. 1 swing of the bat. 3-0 to 4-3.
Stunned everybody. Friedel 0 for 3, the batter. So 4-3. And 1 away. Jump on that line drive. Anthony backing up. It's over his
That's
head.
a base hit.
Right up against the bullpen fence and into second base. Friedel with a double. A low line drive, and that one smacked. And Friedel into scoring position.
This ball is hit hard on the line. Anthony goes back. I don't know if he thought he had a jump on it or wasn't going to go this far. He broke hard back. He wasn't going to get this ball. This was still 10 feet away from him when it landed. Now they're going to get somebody up.
That'll be Hicks to get going. Here's McLean, who has had a perfect night in terms of getting on, a walk and 2 hits. Still only 1 away and a man at second. McLean with a single and a double. Sweeper has not been very good.
Well, he hasn't been able to locate it. Really been sinker.
Dude, that's fucking bullshit, man.
De La Cruz on deck. 1 down. 1-2.
Bro, the Magic hired somebody named God as their assistant coach. God Sham God. I dead ass serious, that's his name.
Together a good at bat, and you figured, I'm letting him face Encarnacion Strand. Did 198. And Espinal.
It was his first career grand slam. Line center field. Cedon dives ahead.
Nice, Cedon.
Goes towards second. It's cut off. 2 down. Once again, leaving his feet. Perfect timing to stab that one. Round number 2.
That's one of the toughest plays for a center fielder. The one right at you. You can ask any center fielder in the game. That line drive right at you, trying to judge it. Cedon just takes off and makes a beautiful catch. You just start getting used to it. Almost like you don't appreciate it enough.
De La Cruz 0 for 3. 2 gone.
Dangerous at bat here. Kept him quiet all series. Weiser been out there a long time now. Pitch number 28.
And 5 base runners in this inning for Cincinnati. Four runs, 6 hits, an error for the Reds. 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Sox. Reds have scored 4 in the inning.
6 grand slams this year. Ground ball up the middle, through for a base hit.
There's a base hit. That'll score another run.
About that as the run comes in to score.
And that'll make it a 5-3 ball game.
Even though the Red Sox have pretty much tied him up all series, he makes it 5-3 with an RBI single. And now suddenly the Reds have a little cushion.
Ball down there to see if Hicks was ready. This is that changeup. Just hit it hard through the middle of the infield. He's got to wait quick.
That's all for Weissert. Out he comes. Cora lifts him here. We'll have more in a moment.
Less sugar is more my style. Plump, delicious fruit. No prep. A perfect portion. By design.
No football snacks. Fruit your way.
And he hits this one hard. He hits it a mile to left. Mike Trout has ripped a home run. He got that lower third, 115.4 off the bat. That's when you want from Trout. You can see how good he feels about that swing. And he absolutely crushed it. His 7th home run as he takes the team lead with him to career home run number 385, tying him with Dwight Evans. That is unreal.
Rounded right side. Heading toward the plate. And look at Kendall! Is he saved? Ho, ho, ho! How about that play? What a job by Kendall! Do you believe that one? How about that leap over Hernandez who had stretched out to take the throw? That is unbelievable. Watch Kendall again.
I want to talk about the Angels. They're my big surprise team of 2025.
The Angels make sure the halo will shine brightly tonight.
Everything is going well. We're all on the Angels, man.
It's Ball on Us and brought to you by Subaru of New England and the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester, SubaruofNewEngland.com, and by WB Mason. Request your food service catalog today at WBMason.com. The iconic home run of Carlton Fisk, Game 6 of the 1975 World Series against the Reds. The game winner. Cincinnati would win in 7. But one of the great moments in sports history. One of the great reaction shots in sports history. Time now for the Buy4Now.com call to the bullpen. Jordan Hicks, who has made his debut for the Red Sox in this series, looked very sharp with a perfect 8th inning.
Yeah, he looked really good. Kind of came at you with just 2 pitches. It was 99, 100 with that slider to go with it. Looks a lot more comfortable in that relief role than he did in a starter out in San Francisco.
Austin Hayes 0 for 3. Goes after the first one and lofts that one foul back out of play. But this is a 5-run Cincinnati 7th inning, and they have jumped in front against the Red Sox pen. Rick Weissert tagged with the 5. A lot of grand slam. There was an error in there, and so often the case with the Red Sox, an error is lurking.
Well, the defense will go with pitching. But again, that's 42nd appearance that leads the league. They've really leaned on him. That's why the importance of guys like Alcala, Murphy, and this guy right here, Hicks.
Ground ball down to field. That is Meyer, and zips it on to first base.
Down number 3. So we head to the bottom of the 7th, but it's a 5-3 ball game. After a grand slam and then another run scored.
St. Louis Cardinals, one of the cleanest jerseys in the game. I've always felt that way. And, you know, the birds on the bat, just an iconic logo. I mean, look how rich that yellowish gold is in the bat. You know, all the stitching with the birds. I just always thought it's one of the best looks in the game. 35 is the number I wore in my Major League debut. I actually think this might be the jersey from my Major League debut. So that was 2010, May 29th.
With Snapdragon, there's no limit to what you can do and what you can discover.
on the fastest PCs with multi-day battery life. Unlock your potential with Snapdragon at the heart of your PC.
That's up the middle, base hit. Maddox makes a turn. Here comes the throw. It's going to be close. He's going to roll. Set. He gets touchdown. This is bizarre, folks. This is bizarre. That's unreal. What do you think? You ever seen that play?
Nation, the official fan club of the Boston Red Sox. Unlock amazing benefits like early entry and Green Monster access at Fenway. You can sign up today at redsox.com/Red Sox Nation.
The Red Sox are down by a couple.
Here's Marcelo Meyer.
5-3 Cincinnati. Well, the Grand Slam, their 6th of the year. Marcelo Meyer lit it off. He's popped up and flied out. A 1-0. Rolls it foul against Nick Martinez. Mentioned he carried a no-hitter into his last start into the 9th inning. Eventually lost it on a double through 112 pitches. But the 34-year-old has been pretty sharp nonetheless. He's allowed 7 hits. Down the line, and that's going to be number 8. That's going to take a bounce off into the stands.
It's a double.
That'll be a ground rule double.
It's Marcelo Meyer.
Marcelo with a nice
Ground rule
start
double.
to the 7th. His first hit.
That's a nice answer there. Just kind of fought off a ball and just sort of placed it well, right? Little fastball, inner half. Slices it down that line. They all count. Be nice to answer right here.
Romy Gonzalez has driven in a run already tonight with sac fly. Since then, he's grounded back to the pitcher. Bottom of the 7th. It's a big, boisterous crowd tonight. $35,845 on hand. Two and 0 on Romy. Don Wong on deck. Runner at second. Nobody out. The 2-0. Hey, the Yankees have rallied against Toronto. The Blue Jays had built an 8-0 lead. Now in the 6th inning, it's 8-6. At Rogers Center. Shattered bat. Foul ball. Most of it wound up at third. So 2-2, and a new stick here for Romy Gonzalez.
2-0 cutter away. This time he runs it up and in. At this point, you're just happy that didn't go fair, right? I wasn't know where it went. At least you got another shot.
It's like one of those Mariano Rivera cutters. He claims some bats.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody out. Meyer off the bag at second. And a high fly ball.
Go.
Into left.
Go.
Hayes backing up, feeling for the wall, leaping.
Oh, there you go, off the wall. Nice. Marcelo Meyer will score. Romy. Ah, he's out at third. Robbed of a triple again.
5-4 game. It's the first out of the inning.
trying to do too much, right? Trying to do too much. Down 2 runs, get a wall ball.
But we get one back. It's a 5-4 ball game
the way
now.
it ricochets off this wall, it's right in front of him. I know he's quick and all, but this is just pushing it a little bit too much. He knows it the minute he's out. He's talking about all the time what you want and what you should be doing, right? Want to get to third, but second base was a smart play. It's hard too. He just hit a double, right? He knocked in a run. He's going down there right now. He knows he's upset, but it's want to do a little bit too much there.
The Red Sox have done a good job here in recent games. Short sample, but cleaning up some of these things.
Yeah, it's almost like you'd rather have just somebody pick the ball up clean. Would have held him at second.
But that base running mistake, an error that contributed to Cincinnati's 5-run inning, and a bunted foul by Connor Wong. So those things are rearing their head again.
That's always the way, right? When you talk about the 1-run games, we haven't seen too many of those lately, the losses, but it's not about what happened, say, in the 8th or 9th inning. It's the 1 or 2 little plays within a game that make a difference.
Taylor Rogers up in the pen for the Reds. Along with a base hit and a grounder to third, 1 for 2.
Yeah, Connor Wong will fucking pop that one up, and that'll be out number 2.
2 down. Top of the order, Duran. 5-4. And here comes Tito. He's got Taylor Rogers ready to go, and he's going to make the move right here. The lefty's coming up. So we'll take the break as well. Red Sox have cut it to 1 in the 7th.
Sports are great. Hey, come here. But is Sport Clips better than sports? Because Sport Clips is sports. Plus, massaging shampoo. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Well, that's a great baseball comment, and good guess, by the way. Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
This is the show that never ends. He hits one high and deep to left field. Eugenio Suarez gets the Diamondbacks on the board. Suarez, fly ball, and it's gone. Suarez hits another fly ball. Go! Suarez, fly ball. There's 4. There have been 19 four-homer games in Major League history.
Things are definitely looking up for the future of the Red Sox.
He crushed that baby. His second one of the ball game.
Roman Anthony's got a chance to be a superstar in this game.
Roman Anthony. What a moment for the kid. Swing and a miss. He put him away. What a performance today by Garrett Crochet. Crochet's got that kind of electric stuff. Stay hot, right? Alex Bregman.
The swing plays at Fenway, but he's hitting everywhere.
We go behind the jersey presented by MassMutual, the official partner of the Red Sox. 1975, Red Sox won 95 games, won the AL East. Rookie seasons of Fred Lynn and Jim Rice. Fred Lynn will be the MVP, of course, and Rookie of the Year. So we have honored 1975 in a World Series played between the Sox and the Reds throughout the series. Rogers gets the ball, the left-hander, with 2 down. And he gets Jared Duran, who's gone 0 for 3.
That 2-pitch guy, it's that sweeper right there around 80. The fastball is off sinker at 92, 93. Been walking a lot of guys here recently.
Into center field, Friedel will not get there. Dunks down for a base hit. So Duran's off for the first time here in game 2.
He hit a couple balls hard his last 2 times up. This time here, he gets it off the end. Gets it to drop. Gets that sweeper. He's walked 6 guys in his last 4 appearances.
Roman Anthony 0 for 3 tonight. As a man aboard, he'll look at the
strike. Roman did have a double in game 1. So he is 1 for 7 today and tonight. 2 down. Sox with a run in the inning to close it to 5-4.
Roman after he fouls that one off.
Sure, Romy too. Of course, you get a hit, right? Makes you feel even worse if you're Romy Gonzalez. Takes away the fun of the RBI double, doesn't it? Ball's right in front of him. He knows. Just try to do too much.
Making that out of third to begin the inning. Duran off the back, 2 down. Back safely.
That's the thing, right? You just got to feel it this inning. If you're going to take a bag on a lefty, it's going to be first move. If one guy throwing out in the bases already because you're going to take off and take a shot.
Duran's on
right,
first.
you get the bag. If not,
Another throwback.
2 disengagements.
I won't be able to do that again. It's a dumb rule that you can't do
don't be
it.
afraid. You're going to go, just go first move.
Not running. And the sweeper, he just got a piece of it. Stevenson taking the brunt of it. Or doing the classic thing by going out to chat with the pitcher. Buying some time.
Trying to get the crowd going. He's having fun.
Duran with the lead and 2 away. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And
Yeah, that's strike 3. That'll end the 7th inning. We head to the 8th inning here in a 5-4 ball game. Red Sox get 1 run back, but it's a 5-4 ball game here in Boston, Massachusetts.
What is something that you snack on that you don't worry about?
I love Uncrustables. I could eat like 10 of them in one sit.
And no regard for his body. I don't even wait till they thaw out.
Hey, put them in a toaster next time. Just toast it, yep. It'll change your life.
Yeah, just an incredible play by Riley Green. You're an all-star on the field and off, bro.
I appreciate it.
Hey,
thank you.
Riley Green, bro, food genius.
The stars shine bright at MLB All-Star Saturday, spotlighting 2 of baseball's biggest events. The All-Star Futures Game, where minor league baseball's best light up the stage in a major way. And All-Star Celebrity Softball, where MLB legends and pop culture icons deliver the liveliest, most unpredictable celebrity game in sports. 2 star-studded events, 1 day only in Atlanta. It has to be MLB All-Star Saturday. Tickets on sale now.
There's a shot. This is really becoming ridiculous. 3 home run day for Aaron Judge. Bronx Bombers are back. Judge strikes one. The show rolls on for Aaron Judge. Here's a generational player who is special talent. He's going to go down as the greatest gangster of all time.
South side of Chicago, where are you at? This was the first time I got traded, but I was so excited to wear these pinstripes and be a South side of Chicago boy. This jersey right here is an all-star jersey. You can see on the back the all-stars and the all-star patch there, being an all-star and being who I was called over there to be.
Check out Jordan Hicks' pitching arsenal. It's presented by Audi. See that sinker? It's a little bit changed here now with the Boston Red Sox because he's pretty much been sinker-slider in this relief role, getting that fastball up to about 100. Not really messing around with the sweeper or the split anymore.
First pitch he threw in his Red Sox debut the other night was 100 miles an hour, but Stevenson takes 98 into the alley. Raffaello will scoop it and hold him to a base hit. So the Reds catcher gets the 8th inning started with a solid single.
That's how we started the 7th. 5-run inning started with a little ground ball the other way to hit the hole.
In front of Hines, he reached on the error by Toro. Proved to be a key play in 7th. After that, a walk and then a grand slam that traveled 439. Certainly not a cheapie. Red Sox involved in another 1-run game. Hicks with a man on, and his 1-1 pitch. Left it downstairs, 99 miles an hour.
Just missed down here. Could have got that one.
Better get this to the bottom of the 8th. It's just 1 run.
Tried to lift that one 2-2.
More comfortable in this role. Again, last year as a starter for the Giants, Hicks was 94.5 average fastball. It's not really him. Run a split, run a sweeper, needed more pitches to be a starter.
Bounded to third, Toro to second, one out there on the first, and safe.
So got the out at second.
So the Red Sox looked like they had a double play, couldn't turn it. And will the Red Sox challenge the play? At first they will not.
Chopper to Toro gets it. Nice turn here by Marcelo. Nice. He gets down the line. We've seen him cover some ground out in right field here already.
Gavin Lux is next with a base runner and 1 away. 5-4 Cincinnati in the top of the 8th. Lux took a walk in that 7th inning against Weiser. So doubled back in the 2nd. And back over, the runner will dive in safely. Hines back to first.
Yeah, that was a big at bat too. Weiser couldn't just finish him off.
Again, closer this time, but safely back. Twice. Here's the 1-1. Another holding. And a ball down. Red Sox took game 1 today, 5-3. And an opportunity to sweep a series against a team that has not been swept all year. 27 series coming in. Team, the only team in baseball that can say that. It was late on 103-2.
You know, that is big too. You know, when you have a bad series, you only lose 2 out of 3. Right? That one. Think about the
Reds are the only MLB team to not be swept this season.
Sweeps.
Let's change that.
It's happened a little bit too much. Got swept 3 times.
Pitch, and he's going to walk him.
And that'll be ball 4.
So a little bit of trouble here with only 1 out. Runners at first and second. Time for a strong play of the game presented by New England Chevy dealers. Together, let's drive.
There's the swing that changed the game. Encarnacion Strand gets a fastball up from Weiser. Bases loaded. And he hits it 439. It was 109 off the bat. Him in this game hitting 198 with 5 homers, but Weiss should have just blown 2 fastballs right by him. Caught up with that one.
Cooper Criswell is the 27th man for game number 2. Working the little pop-up. Meyer going out. He lunges, can't make the play. It'll be a lob toss too high.
Oh, wow, that's just lovely.
It's a sloppy play, and the bases are going to be loaded.
Bases loaded here.
And but only 1 down.
This ball's kind of in no man's land, right? Tough play for Meyer. But right here, Roman just tries to lob it in rather than throwing it. Right? Just throw the baseball. And he tries to feel his way in getting it to second base. Had plenty of time, almost too much time. Just overthrows Trevor.
So it goes in the books as a base hit. Certainly a misplay. Red Sox played a much cleaner first game than this. Base running mistake. And some defensive lapses here in the nightcap. How costly will that be? Yeah, they're all loaded up again.
It's been a 1-run game, right? 3 or 4 plays here that could be made, whether it's defensively or in the base paths. And hard to win a game that way.
Santiago Espinal's 0 for 3. He has whiffed, flied out, and grounded out. Very good contact man.
Santiago Espinal.
And a base
Yeah,
hit.
gets a fucking base hit.
1 run in to score, and that'll reload the bases as the throw is
So it's now a 6-4 game. And the bases are loaded.
That'll make it 6-4. Espinal with an RBI single.
Espinal does a nice job staying inside this pitch.
Maybe shouldn't have suspended the game last night.
Still a lot of trouble here. Infield's kind of what they call 3 days.
Have the normal relievers in last night. Yeah, we would have been up till fucking 2 a.m., but who cares?
Doubled his last time up and scored a run.
Marcelo and Trevor. So you're in this depth. If it's hit slowly,
You know,
and you can't
and
turn
then
2, you come home with the
have
force.
Bayo start today like it was originally planned. You had Dick Fitz when it came out last night, but put the bullpen in.
Cincinnati with a grand
Or just
slam.
maybe just have put the bullpen in today after the resumption and not put Bayo in. Put Bayo in to start this game would have been smarter.
Chopper to Story, and that skips off the glove.
And that'll fucking give up another run and another run. So it's now an 8-4 game. And the runner is safe at third. Great fucking sequence of events, fellas.
8-4. And the Red Sox hearing it from the faithful at Fenway as they should.
Blew this game.
Well, the ground ball to Story, it's kind of one of those balls. All you can really do is throw your hands at it and try to pick this ball. So Marcelo right here, he throws to third to get the backside runner, but he's going home. Toro throws it late, which creates a late throw at third base. Ball team is challenging the straight ball at third base. This throw right here probably shouldn't have happened. You'd have no chance really at home. And because of that, it was really late getting back to third. One of those where his right hand didn't come off the bag and Toro kept the tag on his leg. His hand is on it, but does it come off at all? Tough to see there.
So they review that. Meantime, 3 more runs have scored. It is 8-4.
Red Sox look like a bunch of dildos. They really do.
Bottom of the 6th when you're up 3-0 on the Abreu homer.
Not right.
And 8 runs since.
Plays under review. I don't even know what we're fucking reviewing. Doesn't even matter.
See, the hand definitely gets in. Does the hand ever go off?
It does.
Before that foot touches the base.
But then it goes.
Naked C to make that one.
I don't fucking know, dude.
You better look here.
I feel like Cora's about to get tossed.
Does it come off? Looks like he kind of still holds it.
I don't think there's enough evidence.
Espinal very acrobatic. He was able to maintain contact with that base.
Either way, it's still 8-4, right? A couple more in.
Yeah, still only a 4 game anyway.
So Cincinnati taking control of this one. Hits are even at 10. This is a long look in New York.
Yeah.
They have to play at third. And here it is.
After review, the goal stands, the runner is safe, Boston loses challenge.
Cora popping out of the dugout here, and here he comes. The runners at second.
Cora coming to take out Jordan Hicks because he sucks, and he's what we got back for Raffy.
Trying to end this inning. It is 8-4 Cincinnati here in game 2. More in a moment.
With Snapdragon, there's no limit to what you can do and what you can discover on the fastest PCs with multi-day battery life. Unlock your potential with Snapdragon at the heart of your PC.
Started with that chopper to shore. We mentioned the infield kind of in that 3 depth. Story really all he can do is charge this ball that high up, try to get that pick right there. He doesn't get it. Watch the runner at third. He's holding him up, but he keeps going. So Marcelo's kind of looking at third base, thinking I can get him with that big turn at third. But just as Marcelo releases it, he takes off for home, and then it's just too late to get him.
They do charge Story with an error. So he's 6 on that.
Playing like a bunch of fucking slop galops out here.
And attacking plenty of time. To cut down Espinal. So 2 down. It'll be first and third for Cincinnati. Got 5 in the 7th. 3 more now in the 8th. To lead it 8-4. Red Sox hurt themselves here in game 2.
Yeah, they again 3-0 cushion. He kind of really felt good, having a nice series on the verge of possible sweep, and changed really quick in that 7th.
De La Cruz single last time up, just a second hit of the series. Chop a foul for a strike. 2 down. And the Red Sox trailing by 4 after winning game 1 today 5-3. Taking the first game 13-6. They lead on the corners in the 0-1 from Cooper Criswell. Excellent foul. No baseball tomorrow. Red Sox will have a day off in Washington, D.C., but as early a start as you can have on Friday on the 4th of July, 11:05 a.m.
We still got a couple innings to go here, but this is one of those guys who kind of get in there afterwards. They can't make a comeback here and realize they kind of gave one away. And then they'll remind themselves they won a series, right? But still, go game to game.
Into center field, and Rafael with the grab to retire
the side. But the Reds get 3, and they had a lot of help. 8-4 Cincinnati.
So we head to the bottom of the 8th. So we got to get 4 runs back. Let's do it, boys. Got 7 runs in the first inning the other night.
They're capable of. They got a ton of runs in that lineup. They celebrate another walk-off victory.
This is what the greats do. Watch him go to work.
Swing and a miss.
He decided to cement his legacy as a potential guy going to Cooperstown.
Are you kidding me? My, oh my.
He is MLB's Sonic the Hedgehog.
The man is on fire.
That's what I do every day. Play baseball.
I'm not discounting the Atlanta Braves from making a run.
2 outs, 2 strikes on Reggie, and you've got to know he's going to get the super sinker. The set, here it comes.
Hey, what ended up happening to DeAndre Ayton? Oh, wow. DeAndre Ayton to the Lakers. Wow. Yeah, I was wondering if that was going to happen.
Since its inception, the Boys and Girls Clubs have been more than a fun place for kids to go after school. For some, it's been a second home, where they can learn, play, and grow. Thanks to the partnership between Major League Baseball and Boys and Girls Clubs, children of all backgrounds have access to safe spaces. All right, let's go take a selfie. MLB Together and the Boys and Girls Clubs of America, empowering children and building futures. Bring it in.
There's a unicorn in Hollywood.
The lineup we know is incredibly deep. These guys are not satisfied. They are still hungry.
I got them running the National League.
I think this is the first of like 4 or 5 straight world championships. This is just an incredible wealth of riches.
StatCast 3D is powered by Google Cloud.
Swing Abreu back into 6th. See this sequence, little cutter off the plate, foul 4-seamer up, and then a 2-0 changeup that he stays back. Just gets it out of the reach of Hines, and at that time, the Red Sox pulled ahead 3-0. You're feeling good.
Not so good right now. 8-4. And half of the runs are unearned. Santillan out of their bullpen. Adrian Torres got 1 for 3, and then Story and then Abreu.
Fastball from Santillan with a slider to go with it.
He's been good at 287 ERA. Fires in a strike at 96, 2-1. Sox have 10 hits. Reds do 2. And look at a strike. Trevor Story on deck. Passed it 97 miles an hour for the
Time
win.
number 3. No, number 1. Sorry, strike 3.
CVS Health is a leading healthcare solutions company and a trusted partner for every meaningful moment of health. You can learn more at cvshealth.com. Story's had an excellent night at the plate, where he's gone 3 for 3. Took a lot of work for him to get where he is right now, 245 with 12 home runs. 2 singles and a double tonight. Red Sox running out of time. They allowed 5 runs in the 7th, 3 more in the 8th. Red Sox were up 3-0. Pop foul, it'll become a souvenir.
So Bregman in that dugout, he's going to stay here in Boston as the team goes to Washington and kind of continue to up the intensity. Just running, fielding, ground.
Bregman will not be making the trip to DC.
Swings. It's interesting the other day when he said he's not even sure if he's going to have any rehab games.
Slapped in the air to right, and Hines will cover the ground. 2 down. And of course, a veteran like that, you listen very closely to his opinion. It is, in the end, his opinion.
Well, I think the big thing is, Ford brought it up the other day, and we talked a lot about this, like the AAA pitching. Like, it's not really big league at-bats. You know, the arms aren't big league arms. You go down there and get 10, 12 at-bats, it's not, you almost better go in that projects batting cage and facing big leaguers on the big screen.
Strike to Willier.
Running the bases, stuff like that, playing defense. Abreu with a 2-run homer in the 6th inning. He's gone 1 for 3. 17 home runs for Willier. Given it 8 runs in this series. The Sox down 4. And he held up. 2-1. 35,845 tonight's crowd. And they were raring to go. We're enjoying the 3-0 lead, but then the roof caved in. High fly center field, little hang, and Friedel underneath.
That'll be out number 3, so we head to the 9th inning. Reds will come up, and then the Red Sox will have one more chance.
Well, that's a great baseball comment, and good guess, by the way. Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
This is the show that never ends. There's a shot.
This is really becoming ridiculous.
3-home run day for Aaron Judge.
Bronx Bombers are back.
Judge strikes one. Incredible. The show rolls on for Aaron Judge.
He's a generational player. He's a special talent. He's going to go down to the greatest strength of all time.
The stars shine bright at MLB All-Star Saturday, spotlighting 2 of baseball's biggest events. The All-Star Futures Game, where minor league baseball's best light up the stage in a major way. And All-Star Celebrity Softball, where MLB legends and pop culture icons deliver the liveliest, most unpredictable celebrity game in sports. 2 star-studded events, one day only in Atlanta. It has to be MLB All-Star Saturday. Tickets on sale now.
Nimmo cracks one out to right center field. Back to the right track, takes a look, and it's out of here. 15th of his career, and he slams this one to deep right field. Back goes Cruz, back to the wall, and it's out of here. A grand slam for Brandon Nimmo. And Brandon pulls one over the bag. That's going to go down the line. It hits the jutting stands. Alonso is in. Winker will score. Brandon Nimmo with a 9 RBI day.
You know, it's something about the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cardinal way. It's a great fan base, a great organization.
Have yourself a day, young man.
A lot of young guys that have a chance to do something great.
And it's a gunner.
Here in Boston, Red Sox trailing 8-4. And as we continue to bring
Cooper Criswell's
highlights
in.
to that 1975 American League Championship Red Sox team, it's hard to ignore the work done by El Tiante, Louis Tiant.
Criswell.
2 complete games there, where Red Sox closer Aroldis Chapman, he continues to pay homage to him when he comes into a game with his video entrance. There's Tiante with the victory cigar because of his Cuban roots, he says, but it was an interesting combo that I had with Chapman because baseball for him and many like him, it was an escape trying to get off the island of Cuba. And their education about the Cuban stars didn't come until they got to the States, guys, because he was under the communist rule of Fidel Castro, of course, until his defection in 2009. Chapman says El Tiante, one of the most decorated pitchers to come out of the island. This is his way of honoring him. He himself, he could be headed for his 8th All-Star game. Just got career save number 350 and counting, as you guys mentioned, looking to go for 400 at some point in his career.
Yeah, that's
at
what he
37 years old, not slowing down.
How about that? 37 years old and still looking at the milestone with El Tiante right over there. 400. The big moment for Aroldis today. He's very proud, reaching 350. Rarefied air for closer.
I think he can get 50 more. The way he's throwing the baseball right now.
Fouled back because he has not exactly let himself go.
No. He is a machine. He's really enormous. You sit up next to him. Big man. The third lefty.
Started out his career with the Cincinnati Reds. And went toward the gap. That's going to settle down for a base hit. Then on the lunge after it. And hold Hayes to a base hit.
Austin Hayes gets a base hit there.
And 11 hits now for the Reds. Reds have been doing a pretty good job getting the leadoff man on here in these late innings. They lead at 8-4. Stevenson has 2 hits. He's got 2 for 4. And looks at the strike.
We started the 7th and 8th. Both. Leadoff singles.
Nobody out, 1 on here in the 9th. So our game, Lou, on Friday on the 4th of July is 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
What time do you want to leave to the ballpark in D.C.?
What does that have to be? Is that like at 8 o'clock?
I mean,
7:30?
Might as well not go to bed.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't think we're going to run into too much
Might as well
traffic,
not go to bed.
July in D.C. So we may have to leave at like 6 in the morning. I don't know.
Can't leave at 6.
Well, just
I mean, we're not playing. I don't think it's stretched out or anything.
Yeah. But, you know, we don't want to leave at like 9:30. Jemai would be very nervous. And you know what he's like when he's nervous. He's just a nervous wreck. I don't want to do that to him.
Well, you know, I beat you guys to the ballpark all the time because I'm here at the clubhouse when it opens up right away. So I think I'm going to be there at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I think I've heard that story too.
I'll catch you guys later, but traffic shouldn't be too bad.
All right, so early start for everybody. Weird start time for ball players.
Yep. Yeah, it is. Yeah, these guys have done it, right? Marathon Monday.
Yeah. This is the second 11 o'clock game that we'll have this season.
A swing and a foul tip. That'll be held by Walk for the strikeout. Puts him away with a changeup. 1 down.
What are we arguing here? A little changeup. Just wondering if he got a piece of it. Doesn't matter. He caught it.
Benson's going to hit. So they'll send up a pinch hitter. 9th inning, 8-4 Cincinnati. Bill Benson, 236, 6 home runs. Red Sox were in really good shape. They're up 3-0 going into the 7th inning. Ground ball up the middle. Story flips for 1.
And that'll be only 1 out.
Sox can't turn the double play. Benson safe at the bag. 2 down.
It's going to be a really nice double play if he could have had it. All right, Story a little bit too far, taking himself too far away, so he gets a running Marcelo Meyer. Does a nice job, puts it right in the money. Benson getting down the line.
2 down in the Cincinnati 9th for Gavin Lux. He's been right in the thick of it. He's been on base 3 times tonight. Chops that one foul. Took a key walk in the 7th from Greg Weissert. And the bases would be loaded for Encarnacion Strand, and he would blast a long home run for a grand slam, which traveled 439 feet.
One foul away. Right-hander Pagan up in their pen. Toronto trying to hold off the Yankees. 9-7 Blue Jays in the 8th inning tonight.
Red Sox looking like a bunch of dildos out there. Yep, true. That's a Jared Carabas tweet.
Runner at first, 2 down.
What happened to the Red Sox in this game? A lot of bad things.
Griswold, with the changeup away, makes it 1-2. And pop foul out of play. Late Dave Parker played for Cincinnati, and they're honoring one of the best players in the history of the game. That is number 14 on the sleeve. We're talking about Chapman, just how huge he is. How about Parker? Gigantic. And that's going to miss. 2-2.
Bucks put together some really nice at-bats. Mentioning that walk in the 7th, 4 Strands home run. Also walked on Hicks back in the 8th.
Benson with the lead with 2 down. And a ground ball toward the hole, through for a base hit. Gathering that, Anthony, he'll fire. It's cut by Story.
So we've got runners on first and third here with 2 outs in the top of the 9th.
Cincinnati tries to add on here in the 9th inning.
Turnover, no change up. Just gets enough of it. Get it past Romy by Marcelo.
And Gavin Lux aboard for the 4th time of the game. Encarnacion Strand, an opportunity to do some more damage. He hit the grand slam in the 7th. His last at bat he singled. 1st and 3rd. Cooper trying to get out of it, and he will do
the grand slam in his last debut.
Earlier today, the Rays won again. They beat the A's 6-5. So again, they were having trouble in that series. 1-0 pitch, down and away. It's a 1-2 out. And the lanky right-hander delivers a strike. Back to the change. Cincinnati with 12 hits tonight. Popped into the stands, foul out of play. Stands that have thinned out considerably over the last inning or 2. And Cincinnati has scored all of their runs in the 7th and the 8th to this point.
The Red Sox haven't officially announced everything, but it should be what? Giolito, Buehler, Crochet up in Washington.
Ground ball, a worm killer.
And
Toro up and over.
That'll be out number 3.
But the tag is in time to get him. And retire the side. They do not score. 8-4. Cincinnati to the bottom of the 9th.
So at the bottom of the 9th here in Boston, Massachusetts, as the Red Sox will have their last chance to do something.
There's a unicorn in Hollywood.
The lineup we know is incredibly deep. These guys are not satisfied. They are still hungry.
I got them running the National League.
I think this is the first of like 4 or 5 straight world championships. This is just an incredible wealth of riches.
You know, it's something about the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cardinal way. It's a great fan base, a great organization.
Have yourself a day, young man.
A lot of young guys that have a chance to do something great.
And it's a gunner.
A special year for the Cardinals.
It's a 3-homer game. Way into Big Mac land.
Cardinals are a sneaky team.
That one's a curtain call for Arenado.
Well, the stars of the game stepping up the St. Louis Cardinals.
What a grand finish in St. Louis tonight.
In music, a hit can define a generation. In baseball, the right hit on draft night can change a franchise.
He is Mr. November.
The MLB Draft, presented by Nike, July 13th on MLB Network.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central. Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns, interviews with the players, and a little bit of everything else. The baseball day begins with MLB Central, weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
40 passes?
Check.
Kids?
Check. We get upgraded?
Let me check. Yep.
All right, so headed to the bottom of the ninth here. Red Sox have their last chance.
Sullivan Tire and Auto Service celebrating 70 years in business. Nick Martinez was pretty good. 6 innings and a quality start for him. Trevor Story, a nice night at the plate, 3 for 4. William Breyer, another home run. But the Red Sox are on the scoreboard as they're down 8-4. Made a couple errors tonight as well, and a base running mistake.
They trailed this one 8-4. 400 runs. Right, that's the difference right now in this game.
Emilio Pagan out of the bullpen. 36th appearance, 309 earned run average. Benson will take over in right. To the bottom of the ninth we go, and Cedar Rafaela. Swing and drive that one back toward the wall. Hey,
yeah, that's off the wall.
Off the green.
That'll be a double.
He's into second base with a double.
There's something for him.
Coming out swinging on a guy in Pagan that's really kind of turned the clock.
Marcelo's coming up.
Guy in Tampa Bay. Lights out close. That was back in 2019. It's been up and down, but not so much this year. The 3.09 ERA. The guy's only hitting 145 off him on the year. It's an impressive year for Emilio Pagan.
Marcelo trying to make this one interesting. Double. Crank that one down the left field line, but it's going to keep on moving foul.
Saw it off.
Scored a run as well in the 7th.
Marcelo Meyer hitting .216, 695 OPS, 4 home runs, 7 RBIs. 1 for 3 today, had the double in the 7th and scored a run.
On deck.
Good fastball. Cutter, but the split, really a big swing and miss pitch to lefties.
It is 0-1.
It's 1-1.
He's always thrown hard, 97. Turn it around.
Oh, rally jersey.
See what happens. Cedar at second, nobody out. 2-1. Willier with another home run tonight, 2-run shot. At that time, the Red Sox were kind of sitting pretty when they led 3-0. Talked about the split. 2-2. Kids, Anthony and Meyer, seen some pretty good ones. Tried to hold up, couldn't do it. On the splitter, and down he goes, strike 3. 1 down.
Split finger's tough. These kids. You saw even when Christian Campbell was up here. I remember talking to Christian after the second of Baldy, and he's like, I haven't really seen too many splits in the minors, right? Especially ones like ones that have up here, and it's a tough pitch. Kind of see for the first time. You got to see a few of them. Even then, it's not going to be easy to lay off.
Romy an RBI double and a sac fly to drive in a run. We'll file that one away. Trying to pick up his third run batted in tonight. Get the Red Sox a little closer in the ninth. One down, Cedon off the bag at second.
He's getting ready, maybe hit for Wong.
That'd be smart.
1-2.
If you don't want this game to be over.
Down to Wong batting out of the 9th spot after Romy Gonzalez. Down to Wong with a base hit tonight.
We got a couple lefties after Wong, right? So,
So I think Narvaez getting ready to come in for Connor Wong.
Fiala with the lead and a 1-2 coming. Fights that one off.
There's one out here.
Red Sox went with an opener here in game 2. That was Bernardino, 1 inning and 2/3. Colin Murphy, Weissert, Hicks, Cooper Criswell, all working in this one. Very much a bullpen game tonight. Here in game 2. And a 1-2 to Romy. Spoils that one. Pretty good fastball, 98. Bayo got the win in game 1, which picked up in the top of the 4th inning. That's when he started pitching and did get the W. Threw the ball very well. Red Sox won 5-3.
He really did. Won't go down as a start. That's 6 in a row now. He's throwing the ball well.
Off the plate and 2-2. So the Red Sox have won the series, and they rally for a sweep, which no one's done to Tito's team. One down, one on, and a 2-2 home. Tied him up. Fouled it off himself.
Fouled off himself. Romy there needs to walk it off.
And they'll do it again on 2-2.
Split.
Damn. Oh, right off his knee. That looks painful.
See a dive in action down and in. A lot of splits maybe go straight down. It moves into a righty, away to a lefty.
Romy in need of a moment.
He needs a minute here.
He's extended Pagan a little bit. This would be 8 pitches.
I think he's good.
Fiala began the inning with a double off the wall. One out, he's still at second.
Fouled off once again.
All-Star American League starters were named today. No Red Sox on that list.
Here comes the 9th pitch.
Here's the 2-2. Down he goes. Foul tip to the mitt. Came with the heat, struck him out. 2 gone.
Time number 2. So Carlos Narvaez will come up.
Up and in, just under the barrel. Seeing some cutters away, splits in. He's challenged on the top of the zone.
So Wong will hit for himself. He's 1 for 3. He's got a man at second, 2 away in the 9th. Into center field. Friedel on approach. He's got it. Once again, Connor Wong now 0 for 25 with men in scoring position. 8-4 the final. Cincinnati wins it. They got a big helping hand from the Red Sox.
That's going to do it. I don't know why my shit's frozen.
Win this series and take that on to Washington.
Yeah, listen, you win the series. That's. Eight runs 4 of them unearned. We've seen that before. Got a little sloppy late, not just in the field, but on the base paths, and it's a tough one to swallow, but still look at us winning a series and moving on to Washington, try to win another one.
Red Sox lose 8-4.
Tough guy to sweep, apparently 8-4.
But we win the series.
That's the final. Stay tuned for WB Mason Extra Innings Live. TC and Jim recap the Red Series.
I hate winning a series and then losing the final game. That sucks. Yeah, it really does. But we did win the series. And yeah, Red Sox lose 8-4.
We're outrageously dependable. It's really bright.
I want to talk about the Angels. They're my
For
big surprise team of 2025.
the winning Cincinnati Reds, Spencer Steer had a home run in the 4th inning off of Bayo. No, I'm fucking tripping, bro. That's the first game. Yeah, he wasn't in the second game because he got injured in the first game. I was looking at the first. Okay. So, for the Cincinnati Reds, Encarnacion Strand had a home run in the 7th inning off of Greg Weissert. That was the grand slam. Ellie De La Cruz had an RBI, and then Christian Encarnacion had 4 RBIs, and then Santiago Espinal had an RBI. McLean had a stolen base, and then for pitching, Nick Martinez got the win, his 6th win of the year, bringing his record to 6-8. He pitched 6 2/3 innings, gave up 9 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, struck out 2, gave up 1 home run, and has a 4.20 ERA. Taylor Rogers pitched a 1/3 of an inning, gave up 1 hit, struck out 1, and has a 2.89 ERA. Tony Santillan pitched an inning, struck out 1, and has a 2.79 ERA. And then Emilio Pagan pitched an inning, gave up 1 hit, struck out 2, and has a 3 ERA. For the losing Boston Red Sox, Wilyer Abreu had the home run in the 6th inning off of Nick Martinez. That was beautiful, and then we fucking sucked after that. Wilyer Abreu had 2 RBIs, and then Romy Gonzalez had 2 RBIs. Connor Wong was caught stealing because he's fucking... I love Connor Wong, but damn. He sucks. Pitching for the Red Sox, Brennan Bernardino pitched an inning in 2/3, gave up 1 hit, walked 1, struck out 2, and has a 4.05 ERA. Jorge Alcala pitched an inning in a 1/3, gave up 1 hit, struck out 1, and has a 7.34 ERA. Chris Murphy pitched 2 2/3 innings, gave up 1 hit, struck out 2, and has a 0.00 ERA. And then Greg Weissert got the loss, his 3rd loss of the year, bringing his record to 2-3. He also had a blown save, his 5th blown save of the year. He pitched an inning, gave up 4 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned runs, walked 1, gave up 1 home run, and has a 3.46 ERA. Jordan Hicks pitched 2/3 of an inning, gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned run, walked 1, and has a 6.44 ERA. And then Cooper Criswell pitched an inning in 2/3, gave up 2 hits, struck out 1 batter, and has a 5.06 ERA. Time of the ball game was 2 hours and 47 minutes. And yeah, I gotta update the stream record. Brings the stream record on the air to 17 and 22. Brings the all-time to 47 and 55. So yeah, fucking great. Alright, let's end this shit. I want to thank